They are finding solutions to needs. So if to be an entrepreneur is to find where people are complaining. There's no, every morning people are just standing on this road, no vehicle, and people are complaining. How about Okadas? Don't you see a problem there? Can you get a transport and get somebody to provide transport for these people and they will pay? Everyone that comes out on that road has money in his pocket. At least he needs to go somewhere and he must pay for that service, right? So why don't you be the one to find a way of providing that service in the morning during rush hour rather than joining the complainants? Find a solution to a problem. You drive from here to here, you've gone from looking for a particular thing to do, and you can't find anybody that is doing it. In my field, we talk about statements of the problem. You've done research, right? How do you identify problems in literature? Gaps in literature. What have others done before? And then, what have they not done? Necessity the need for you to go into this research, for you to go into this study. That's what we call a statement on the problem. So if you find a gap of something that others have not done before, you finding that you become what your study becomes what? Relevant. I recall when I was in my PhD defense, and there's what we call you have to do a seminar before the defense. And then my dean came up, pulling my legs, and said, this is your topic. I Googled it, and I saw over 7,000 write-ups on it. So why is this unique? I said, well, out of the 7,000 you saw, none of them done similar studies in Ekiti. None of them has done cross-sectional studies looking at South-South and South-West. I mean South-South Nigeria and South-West. South-South being heterogeneous in culture, in cultural setting. But then South-West being homogeneous in setting, because majority, 95% are Yorubas. But those who are in South-South, they have several cultural settings there, several leanings and all that. In fact, that was the answer he needed to hear. You need to create a gap and show why your study is needed to be done. I'm not teaching research. Let's go to entrepreneurship. The next slide, please. Thank you. The next slide. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And now, let's go to the way. Okay, looking at entrepreneurship, I think this slide will be made available to you by the organizers with time. So, identifying and using opportunities to existing in the market, converting the ideas into action, undertaking promotional activities to launch the enterprise. And that's what Mr. Oshadi talked about, being visible. Being visible. People need to know that you exist. Yes. Then, move on to the next slide, please. Please, the next slide. All right, the next slide, please. I want to go to the main crux of our talk, and that is scaling through problems. Please, the next slide. And this question, yes, schools are trying, universities are trying in terms of exposing people to skills. I'm sure these graduates, these core members that are here, you must have done entrepreneurship studies, right? You did it, fine. By 300 level, you must have been asked to join one group or the other. I don't know what you do, but in my university, by 300 level, you join one group. Either you join event planning, or you join catering, or you join tailoring. You join different skills. I don't know how many there are. There are several skills that are open for people to join. But the question is, are we raising craftsmen or artisans, or we are raising entrepreneurs? Because if we are just raising people who can still show what we are showing, who can still do the basic job like the man out there, who can still do the mechanic job like the man out there, who can still do the vulcanizing job like the man out there, what's different? What's different to what we're doing? We need to come to a point where we need to come to where we put in these skills, we turn them inside out, dissect them, and rearrange them to see how we can do it better, how it can be done faster, how it can be done more efficiently, how it can be done in different way altogether. That is entrepreneurship. And of course, IT is evolving, and you need to key into that if you want to be an entrepreneur. All my life, the way I know they make bowling has not changed. Hello? Is there any other way you make bowling? And let it taste the way we used to like it. If somebody can be creative, I say, okay, I will do mine differently. The way we eat roasted corn, but over the years, all our lives. And today we see somewhere, even there was one video I was watching. This our eba we make. How do you make it differently and present it differently? That being an entrepreneur. That's what we're talking about. Move on to the next slide, please. So this is a big question. Now, we're talking about entrepreneurship problems and challenges. I've broken it into how many we have there. Please, can you echo the first one? Personal. The next one. 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 And then we have show economic and women entrepreneurship. These challenges, I will run through as fast as I can. And then, because we identify these challenges, then we also now identify how to solve the problem. But it's not just enough. Find the challenges, but then how do we solve the problem? Let's go to the first one. Yes, the first one is personal challenge. And I'm very happy that the first speaker mentioned, when he talked about barriers to empowerment, that many people were thinking about is it finance or external. But the first challenge is what? Personal. And what do we mean by personal challenge? The next slide, please. Personal challenge. The first one is personal, and those challenges are down in. Now, the first one is lack of creative ideas. Because if you are giving 5 million or you are giving 30 million, what creative ideas can you bring out from that? That's the question. So lack of creative ideas. If you don't have the idea that can be evolving, that can be innovative, then you have a problem. Then lack of self-motivation and drive. Lack of self-motivation and drive. After a while, you get discouraged. After a while, you see yourself a little back, and then you abandon the vision that you have. So that he told us, he talks about he writing down things down. What have you written down? You are what you think. What have you written down? Where have you seen yourself in another 5 years, in another 10 years, with what you are writing with? That is lack of self-motivation. Then, with that creative idea, a number of young people have ideas in their minds, but the problem is they are not written down. You know why we have what we call a blueprint? You know what they call blueprints? You have the house plan and architectural design. The reason because if it does not work on paper, it will not work on the ground. The calculation, everything that you need to put together, the dimensions, the way the design, the direction, everything must work on paper first before you give it to the builder to execute. The same way with business. The idea you have in your mind, in your brain, in your heart, you need to put it down on paper. And that's what you do with a feasibility study. You do a feasibility study first to see whether the idea is viable, whether it is executionable, whether you can carry it out. After you have a favorable feasibility study, then you will now have to draw up a business plan. If you have a business plan in your hand with all the sides looking in and out, looking at all the content, looking at your marketing plan, looking at your financial plan, looking at your structure, looking at what you want to do, you can attract finances. You can attract venture capitalists. You can attract people that want to invest in that idea. Many of these organizations that are coming up now, especially IT-driven ones, they are being sponsored by some kind of groups. So, but those ideas must be written down. So the challenge is to find a way of learning how to write up your business plan. Once it is written down, you have it in your hands, you can approach any, maybe not the traditional banks, but outside that, we will talk about how you can get into what you can source for finance. Let's move on to the next slide, please. So these are personal challenges. Now, okay, I would like to look at the creative business idea. What makes your business idea to be creative? Number one, your business idea must be creative. Do something new. Something the thing has not been done before, but you want to reinvent it. You want to make it better. You want to make it in a new form. You want to add something to make it different. That's been what creative. Then it should be innovative. It should be innovative. Then compatible to products or service. That idea must be compatible to product or service. It must be meeting a need or solving a problem. Then it should be trending. Then it should be market driven. Identify a particular group of persons that need that your product or service and pursue them. Then it must be youth oriented and technology driven. Whatever idea you have right now, people have their phones in their hands, and anything you want to do, look at those who created our the idea of transportation now, the Uber thing, and the Taxify, and all that. Even those that have brought the new one, they talk about InDrive. So, like if you want to do something innovative, even the InDrive, can you improve on it? Can you make it better? Can you come into that space? That's what you are talking about, business idea. Move on to the next one, please. Please, so just pressure with me. We have financial challenges. Lack of startup capital, limited access to funding and loans, harsh conditions to access loans. Please go back. Hello, please go back. Thank you for sharing the screen. Okay, one more step forward. Okay, thank you. So these are the financial challenges that are existing. We know that sometimes you lack information to sources of credit. You don't have collateral to secure funds, and high operating costs. These are challenges businesses to new to entrepreneur. That's financial challenge. Let's move to the next one. We have to run now. We have training challenges. Training challenges. Somebody, you know this new slogan, they say school. Now what? It's not true now. School cannot be scammed. If school is scammed, then don't go to the school at all. Mr. Solia told us that we are not wired to seek for jobs. So now, school has given you one platform at least. You can build anything on it. Now, can you compare yourself? Let your mind go back to, okay, compare yourself with some guy out there who did not go to school at all. How far can he go? Even the ones that didn't go and they find themselves in business and they are thriving, they still want to now go to that school to improve themselves so that their self-worth and their presentation will lift them higher. They cannot tell me school is scam. They don't know at all if you say school is scam. It has given you a platform. Now build anything on it. He told us his background was science. But he now saw an interest in photography and he's making money. I went with a colleague some 2 weeks ago. He picked me and we're coming back. I said, where do you stay? He says he stays in so and so area. I said, let me go and know your house. So I followed him. Getting there, stayed a while, and we were walking out. I saw two very fine buildings beside his house. I said, who owns this house? Funny, he said, he's a photographer. I said, photographer. I'm going to learn this photography. He said, he's a photographer. I told me his name. I didn't know him, but told me his name. And he's doing very well. Maybe he went to school, possibly to school. But that is his work. That is my career is not what you read in school. Career is what brings bread to your table. Hello? Career is what brings bread to your table. If you find yourself in a particular line of business, you build on that. You go and learn about that. You go and improve yourself on that. That's what we're going to talk about that later. So these are the training challenges that we have. So school is not scam. We now go to, okay, we have infrastructure challenges. That one is general and is systematic. Nigeria, we have regulatory challenges. You need to get permits. You need to get licenses. All that government challenges. Now let's go to dealing with how do you deal with these challenges. Personal challenge, dealing with personal challenges. You have to develop a good and positive disciplinary thought. You have to do that. So it's in your hands to work on that. Get a business plan and see how does business plan will work. You need to find and conduct market research on people that are within the area you want to sell your product or service to. Who are they? What are their age groups? What are their social status? What are their family sizes? Where do they work? Where do they live? How do they do their things? Even their purchasing style. If you find all that, you can do a proper market research. Go to the next one. That's for personal. Go to the next one, please. Okay, I'll tell you the story. Next one. Now, dealing with challenges. You need to go and learn more, like what you're here. You need to learn more. There are very many online courses you can access online. Just Google and you find courses, training courses that will improve your skill. You need to improve your skill. Attend seminars, attend workshops, attend conferences where you can learn new things. You know, It's not just to take brush and paint wall. It's gone beyond that. There are many creative painters are doing today. Just painting. Others improve theirs with screening of wall. While others have learned how to do super paint. While others have learned how to paint in they can advise the client on combination of colors. Yours is just take red and paint. No. Need to improve on that. And how do you do that? You need to learn new skills. You need to learn new skills. In your hands. Please raise up your phones. Please raise up your phones. Do you know that in your hands, at least an Android phone is a computer? Do you know that? It's a computer. And there are a lot of things you can do. You don't need to wait, okay, I don't have a laptop. You can do a lot with this phone. Last month, I get to review one article. The publishers were calling me, and this book we have not done it. And I needed to travel. Right there, okay, I was going from here to Delta. Right there in the bus, as I was going, I was using my phone to review an article. If I didn't know how to use my laptop, my phones, I was like, I don't have a laptop. No, I have it in my email. All I just do, open my email, open the Word document, and click it. And even in the roughness of the bus, as I was going, I was trying to cope with how to select, how to type, how to put my own comment, how to make corrections. And within 1 hour of running on that road, or 2 hours thereabout, I had finished the review and sent to them. And they sent me my money. Hello? That's what to do. So you have a laptop, you have a hand, I call it hand top now. You have a phone in your hands. So you can use it to do what you need to do. So learn new skills. Now go to the next one. Dealing with that training challenges. Now, this one is very interesting. You say you don't have money. But I'm providing links here where you can source for money. I thought you would clap for me. There are links here. There's what we call crowdfunding. Crowdfunding. And these are the links you have. If you go online, hello, can you go to Google? Go to Google. Go to Google on your phone. Go to Google on your phone, everybody, and type crowdfunding platforms. Crowdfunding platforms. Have you done that? You will see several names of organizations with their website, with their links that can provide funding for you. But the condition is that you must have a proper business plan. It must be workable. And they know how to access it. And you can tell your story better. And it's you that can tell what you want to do. You must have it. You have peer-to-peer lending. These are people who provide. This platform can link the entrepreneur there with some person that can provide funding. You can access this platform for funding. And so some of us may have heard of GoFundMe. So if you have anything, you can share with them, and then they will raise the funds for you. But they won't be sure that you want to use it for that purpose. Not that you want to raise the money to jack out. You want to use it for that purpose to create, and you have to show that thing you want to do will create impact. In our research area, there's what we call impact factor. You have to show to what extent that this idea you are having is going to better the life of some persons who may be vulnerable, some persons who may be disadvantaged, some persons who may be lacking in one way or the other, and show how this will improve their life. That is assessing the impact factor of that your research. So it will be clear enough that your research will change lives. With that, you will attract the funding that you need. Go to the next slide, please. All right. We have angel investor platform. If you go online, you can check them. Venture capitalists. There are some people looking for where to put money. Then we have coin offering. Some of you were so involved What's that one that failed the last time? Is it yes, hamster. Good. Fine. Do that. Who knows? Get somebody to invest in business. Go on to the next one. So these are ways of raising funds which are beyond the traditional ways of going to banks. You don't need to necessarily go to banks today to raise funds. Go to the next slide, please. Our technical team are doing a good job. Next slide, please. Next slide. We have other ways of raising funds. Tony Melu Foundation, they are sponsoring them, but you must have please sir. You must have a good idea you want to sell. There be paper, you have a good name, vision statement, and right there, have it there, you can sell it. Government grants and family please. The next slide. Dealing challenges. They are there. You do your market research. You are up to date with trends. You have a good brand. Talk about your name, your logo, your color, your trademark, your slogan. Whatever you do, you have it there. And then utilize social media. Utilize social media today. If you want to be trending, you need to utilize social media. You have a WhatsApp group, you have a WhatsApp, and you have a WhatsApp account, Instagram, X, TikTok, Facebook for publicity and promotion. If you want to go that, yeah, the next one. The next slide, please. Then, how many of you have heard about guerrilla marketing before? You heard of guerrilla marketing? Guerrilla is a military word for something that goes underground. You know, you find simple, sleek way of getting people to know you. What do? You go and meet one school provider, seek for permission, write your name and what you do, certainly put it, and let them slip it into the children's bags. You don't have to go to their house. They will put it in their, what they call that, assessment book. On Friday they go home, right? You do laundry services, put it in their assessment book, close it. As their parents are opening, they will see the slip there. You have reached them. That's guerrilla marketing. Find simple, costless means of reaching people. You go and meet even a laundryman. Okay, as you package their clothes, can you put my own something inside so as he takes his clothes, he will see there. That's guerrilla marketing. Finding a way of reaching people. That's what you do. You have to be creative as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is about being what? Creative. Now, go to the next slide. The next slide. Okay, let's move to the next one. Don't worry, you will get the slides with time. So, infrastructural challenges, you go around with Nigeria, no light. But as you get the funding, part of what you have to do to your business plan is how to generate power. Put it there, and if they see they can make this course available. So you don't have to be begged and say there's no light in Nigeria, so you cannot work, you cannot you can get funding to be able to do and get those power for yourself. So partner with logistic providers, partner with transporters, delivery people. You mustn't have your own delivery van now. You can have other people, and your customers, they pay for those delivery, and you ship your products to them. Move on to the next slide, please. Move to the next slide. We have infrastructure. Okay, this is still infrastructural challenges. Move to the next slide. Now, regulatory challenges. That's to say, how do you get permits and license and all that from government agency? It's important that you get updated with changes in laws. Like in Nigeria now, they have changed the tech fund. You need to study postgraduate now. Tech fund is no more sponsoring persons going abroad. Why? Because of the increased rates of colleagues who go abroad and don't come back. So if you want to, so find out things are changing from time to time. But then you must make friends. Look at number 4. Look at number 4. Number 4 there. Build relationship with insiders in governments. Build relationship insiders. So if any issues, you can easily call them and they can help you resolve them. People like, you know why people like Dangote can find their way? They have relationship with sense. They have a way of getting around it. So if there's any policy that want to come up that inimical to his business, he will go find a way around it. They will be part of those discussions. So that's what you need to do. Even as an entrepreneur, just, you know, many young people, they don't like police. Many young people, they don't like police. Many young people, they don't like. And these are the people regulating your life. So you find a way of making friends with them so that you can get by some things from time to time. Move on to the next one. Okay, dealing with socio-economic challenges and women and get married to many young people here. Around, it remains small. Just small. For now, let me talk to ladies, young people, core members who are not married. You are an entrepreneur. You want to be an entrepreneur. Number 1 is very important. You must get married to someone who can share in your dreams. If not, dream will be killed. Even the guy too, because that dream will be shattered. But then you get married and he does not share in it, can become very, very frustrating. Work-life balance, by the time you manage family, children, school run, business, how do you manage that? You find a way around that. So seek family support, care, and other representative. Be ready to challenge the school. Some areas, look at our young boy here doing a DJ. Who says you can't do a DJ as a lady and do it well and be expert and provide service to people? That's a way of conclusion. We are currently in a challenging economy. We should give opportunity for creative, innovative, entrepreneurial effort by our teeming youth rather than resorting to crimes, to cyber crimes. You know what cyber crimes are? Ignorance and syndrome. Where the ultimate effort is to be financially independent and responsible to the needs of the family and the society around. So let's take this in our hands. These challenges are surmountable. And can you do it? Say I can. Say I can. And you will. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Come on, one more time, can we celebrate Doctor? Can we celebrate him? Thank you, Dr. Nicholas. While I was standing here, a lot of innovative ideas on how to end that lecture was coming to my mind. And let me share one of them. Doctor, I just felt like maybe I should faint. If I faint now, people shout, ah, and the thing will end. Even you come and also for me there. But I know that why could you be a doctor and not be able to properly teach people what you are? So one more time, let's celebrate Dr. Nicholas. Can we celebrate him? Nicholas, can we celebrate him? I'm sure we all learned a lot. Did we learn something? So please, class will happen right now with Mr. Bola Osharusi at another venue. So Mr. Bola, if you don't mind, kindly take your leave to the venue for your class. Those who registered for that class, just very few people who registered for that class should please go outside and take their access cards from the convener right now. If you register for the exclusive class with Kola Osharusi, it's happening right now. Please meet the convener at the entrance for your access card because the class will happen right now. Let me, before I bring up our final speaker today, and she will be discussing something very important, I'd like to acknowledge some VIPs in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, you will please help me celebrate, because these people today are going to be giving a veteran recognition awards, and I am so pleased to be recognizing them. We have one of the recipients today who's receiving the award for veteran in photography. If you don't know this name in photography in Nigeria, maybe you are a small boy. These people, before these Canon cameras and all of them came, they were shooting. They were shooting from the sky, from the tree, from the bench, from the wind, everywhere. Please, let's celebrate the veteran Chief Ade Ajayi. Let's celebrate him, ladies and gentlemen. It goes by the name Baba Little by Little. That's Baba Little by Little, by the way. Can we celebrate him? You're very welcome, sir. Daddy, we celebrate you. Thank you so much for coming. Please have your seat. We also have another representative. He was supposed to be here, one of the veterans too, in the event industry. There is no way, especially in this state, where you will be in the event industry and you not know all locations. Way before the likes of their Mama, Damle, who are also veterans, and Pope. He's representing Chief Akiafuye. His name is Mr. Apadeshile or Latimeji. Can we celebrate him? Thank you so much for coming. We also want to I also want to celebrate my parents who are here. Mama Lawrence is here. There's AY also here. My parents, all of you guys, you are all celebrated. Welcome. Can we have the profile ready? The profile for the panel right now. Very quickly, she will be speaking, and I would like her today. Multiple events in my record, right? And she's here today. I'm so happy to see her. Please. We have not even felt DJ Tess at all today. DJ Tess, one of the youngest DJs in ATC. Come one more time, let's celebrate this guy. Is that how to celebrate people? Come on. And you're unavailable for that. My little wishes. You can turn it up a bit. I want to give you just 2 minutes. Right now. Before that, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of one of the very revered event planners from Ondo State. She's always smiling when she's not planning events. When she's planning events, alright. And she came with a friend. Can we celebrate our own P-Square events? Can we celebrate her, ladies and gentlemen? Can we celebrate her? Can we celebrate her? Mama P-Square, thank you so much. I'll do the acknowledgements properly, but let's just do this. I'll call forward right now the CEO, Effective Touch, and founder of the Event Managers Community Award. Please celebrate Adeife Abiodun Adeyemi. Can we celebrate her? As she comes forward, don't worry, her session is not going to be long. She will stay here. A citation will be played.
Abiodun Adeyemi, MBMC, popularly known as the Packet Business Coach, is an award-winning multi multi-talented creative with over 15 years of experience in business. A food technology graduate from the University of Ibadan who decided to use her skills to create business opportunities for others. She is the founder that leverages vastly on technology, which has contributed to a consistent relevance in the event industry and excellent service to clients both locally and globally. Aside from being a tech-savvy event entrepreneur, Adeife wears many hats. She is a certified business coach, the author of the career path for event managers, how to go virtual in client attraction and retention. She is also the brain behind several communities which is known as the Package with Sense Blueprint. Adeife teaches service business CEOs have tested and proven strategies on how to package their brands for profit and global impact. To celebrate events and on several platforms, has been featured on Business Day, Tribune, Cherise Africa, to mention a few, and is also a member of Forbes BLK community. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Adeife Abiodun Adeyemi, CBCM MPMC.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that, our very young DJ. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm so excited to be here, very delighted to be here. I want to thank the convener for this big opportunity to speak to you all, especially here in the States, where I'm from. Yes, I'm from Italy. And I'm so glad to be here. And I also want to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed and distinguished awardees, royal fathers, government officials present, my fellow event industry experts, and all of you. Thank you for creating time to be here, because I know it's not so convenient for you. You have to be at work, school, wherever, but you've come to learn, and I'm so glad that it's this program. So please clap for yourselves. Say that this is the best for them, because I'm here to talk to you about technology. Do we like that topic? Most of the time when I go to speak and they hear technology, people are always fidgeting like, hey, what are we going to talk about today? I hope you are not like that. Is that possible in this room? You know that technology, please raise up your hand. You like any technology? Okay, that person is in this room. So thank you. All right, so just to put down the tension a little bit, I want us to do a little exercise. And very simple, very short exercise, just to see how well you are actually applying or leveraging technology in your life or your business. So, can I have my slides, please? Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, I'll just go ahead. So first of all, it's a very simple game. So I'll just say put a finger down, then put a finger down. So you have your 10 fingers, right? So can everybody do like this? 10 fingers. So when I say put a finger down, if something, I mean, you know, if it resonates with you, then you put that finger down. Is that okay? Okay, so let's go. So put a finger down if you are always scared of making payments online. Like put one finger down out of that 10. Put a finger down if you said DM me for more info without actually having a system that follows up. Like you tell me, send me a DM, but if you are not there in your DM, nobody's answering them. Okay, so put a finger down if you missed a client's call because your calendar didn't remind you. Put a finger down if you don't have a smartphone. You don't have an Android phone, you don't have an iPhone or any iOS device. That person should not be in this room. Put a finger down if you copied and pasted the same message to 10 people manually. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Are you not tired? Oh goodness. Put a finger down if you don't know anything about AI, artificial intelligence. Like when they are saying ChatGPT, you're like, it's demonic. I hope that person is not in this room. Put a finger down if you've ever told someone, I'll send it now, and forgot until they reminded you. your phone. Once you are pressing that phone, you're using technology. Not really. If you're not really using it to create a system for business and make life easier for you, you are really not using technology. So you're online, you're always on WhatsApp, they're sitting on TikTok, but what are you doing there? Posting, dancing, you're not making life easy for you, then you're not actually leveraging on technology. So the word is actually not leverage, leverage. People should clap for me now. Alright, so I think I should stand here. I don't know which one is better. Yeah, right. I want to just be sure that you can see my slide. Okay, next slide, please. So the topic that I've been giving to me is leveraging technology for innovation, trends, and opportunities. But I've added a little something to it. I said either you plug in or you phase out. So which one are you going for? Plug in or phase out? Plug in. So we're going to learn how to plug in into technology so that you can actually create better systems for your business, and you can also live an easier life, work smarter, right, and make what? More money, right? So my promise to you at the end of this section is just to change your mindset, just to help you to see technology in a new way, in a better way. I mean, it's exciting that you're seeing a female talk about technology. A lot of people are like, how are you coping with this industry? Well, many of us, there are many of us in the tech space, and I'm so excited to be part of those many females in the tech space. Then I'm going to teach you about the importance of leveraging technology, right? So next slide, please. Okay, so leveraging technology is simply creating systems that help you to work smarter, not necessarily harder. So imagine that you have to send a message. Maybe you are working somewhere, maybe as a copper, or even as a student, or a teacher, or whatever you're doing. You're working somewhere, someone tells you, please, we need to send these messages to parents. There's a meeting coming up. And then you have that message, but you have to send it to like 20 people, copy and paste, or maybe 100 people. Please tell me, you will be asking for a code, or something like, please, this will want to kill me with work today. But guess what? There are a lot of other ways, smarter ways that you can actually use to send those messages, and you're just somewhere chilling, you're even in your house cooking, and people are just getting the messages. If I recently have been working on sending messages to people for my webinar this Saturday, and my marketing team have just been making me feel on top of the world. Hundreds of people getting messages without me doing anything. I'll just see myself like, they will send you money, ma. I'll be like, oh, they got the message. And I was not there. I didn't even know how it happened. I did not know how it happened. I just see messages flowing. Automated messages. I don't have to lift a finger. I don't have to, everything is already done. Back end, systems are in place to make sure that people get messages without you doing too much. And as an event planner as well, we have to send messages to people for events, maybe as e-invites and all of that. Imagine having to send 1,000 messages to people manually. You have to do that. Technology is there to make life easy for you. So this is a good time to remind yourself you're already aware of this, or to get started now, plug in now to using technology for your business. Alright, so I'm going to tell you my story about how I actually got into tech. Although I actually learned about computers and all that. My dad enrolled me in Idea Consult, and I learned how to use the computers and all that. But I didn't get into tech until a problem came. And I'm happy that the last week I talked about it. Entrepreneurship is actually about identifying problems, right? Identifying problems and turning them into opportunities that you can make money from. So COVID-19 came. Who remembers 2020? When the COVID era was around. How many of you did not do anything in 2020? You're just sleeping and waking up. Can you imagine it? You were sleeping and waking up. Some of us were traveling and cashing out. I'm so sorry. But 2020 was one of my best years ever. Yes. In the event industry. Why? I've been talking about tech, digital solutions on my page, on Instagram. I didn't know people were watching. I didn't know someone was actually watching out. When the COVID, era came, I just got a message. Oh, Cleve, I referred you to somebody that makes Zoom events. I'm like, in my head, I was like, which one is Zoom event again? I didn't know that now became a me and said their mom died and they needed to bury her like almost immediately, and they did not mind doing it during that COVID season. And because I'm talking about tech on my page, I'm talking about digital solutions, it was very easy to just plug in. So Mr. Kola mentioned something. He said innovation starts with empowerment. So imagine that I've actually been talking about tech, but I was not learning about it. How would I be able to get it? How would I be able to plug in into creating that opportunity from that problem? And guess what? We traveled. Some days ago I heard of in this Nigeria, I traveled there just to record, to like stream events. And that was how I became the tech-savvy events entrepreneur. Just like that. Because I was empowering myself. I was not looking at anybody for validation. I was not waiting for someone to say, it's like you need to do. No, I was just doing it. And this is why you really need to have God in your life. Trust me. Somehow God just opens your eyes to opportunities that you never imagined that you would even know. You just realize that you are empowered, whether through revelation or just by mere knowledge. You just see something and you just take interest in it, that okay, I think I want to learn this thing. And then you learn it, and then when the opportunity comes, you are prepared for the opportunity. So for me, it was just a case of preparation meeting opportunity. And it's still working, because now we're doing other things in tech, in my web company that I didn't even imagine that could ever happen. But because we're empowering ourselves, the opportunities are coming, and we're taking advantage of those opportunities to expand our business and make more money and even serve the global audience, right? So 2020 was an awesome year, and here I am talking to you about technology because I just plugged in, right? So plug in. Tell your neighbor that we are plugging in. Or are you facing us? No, I'm not even going to allow you. We are all plugging in because this is the era of technology. Next slide. So why is it really a big deal? You're just wondering, this tech, I'm talking about tech. What's the big deal about tech? Now, I want to tell you that when technology or going digital, it's not really about being technical. It's not that you have to know how to do some coding and all that. It's just about moving from that physical space to digital space, right? Just being aware that you're not a local champion. Yes, you're in Ekiti, but you're not a local champion. Guess what? I met someone on LinkedIn. I was looking for someone to help me in something in my business, and then I met this particular lady on LinkedIn. I was blown away. She's good. That's what I would say. And when I reached out to her, I said, okay, you know what? I want to book a session with you. And speaking to her was so therapeutic. And I found out she was living in it. She's living in Ekiti. And so when I was coming for this program, I said, I must meet you. Please permit me to celebrate this one. I know she would not want this, but I need to do this because the fact that she's living in Ekiti here, I need to really help her blow her trumpet. Dorothy, are you in the room? Is Dorothy in the room? Please help me celebrate Dorothy. She's a marketing expert. She builds funnels for coaches. I mean, everything that has to do with technology for your business, your thought leadership. She's that go-to girl, and she lives here in Ado-Ekiti. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that in Ado-Ekiti, someone did this kind of thing in Ado-Ekiti. No, it's not possible. Not even Lagos or Port Harcourt. Thank you, Dorothy. So she's amazing. She's one person in Ado-Ekiti that has made me so proud. Like, yes. And I have my cousin here as well. He's an honorable So people don't like when I'm introducing them, but I have to. These are people that are just a part of my life, and they're doing so well. And I just want to celebrate you. Thank you for coming. You came with a photographer to be taking pictures up and down. Thank you so much. Technology is amazing, and it's something that I want everyone to embrace. Because somehow you realize that those who are not using technology right now, in the next 5 years, if not less than 5 years, those who are using technology will overtake or replace those that are not using technology. So you are scared that maybe the robots or AI will take away your job. No. But if you do not empower yourself to liberate technology, you realize that those who are starting now, those who are plugging in now, So this is 2025, and I know that a lot of times we are maybe feel under pressure when we see people using technology and we feel left out. Does everybody feel like that? I know we're all young people, but sometimes you feel like your counterparts or your acquaintances are doing better than you're doing, and you feel like, okay, I want to learn editing. I want to learn. Is everybody like that? Do you have anybody in the room like? Yeah? Did somebody wake up? Okay, so I don't want you to be under pressure. Yes, you can't win right now with the strategy of 2005, but you can get better. You can start now and keep improving yourself, right? There are so many resources online. You've heard all the speakers. There are so many resources online. Just type that topic that you want to learn. You want to learn video editing. You want to learn social media marketing. Just type it on Google, type it on YouTube. It will bring it out. Courses you need to take. But you see, the problem is not where the resources are. The problem is you being committed, being disciplined to do that training or take that course. That's the problem. I don't have time. But you have time to eat. You have time to go and watch movies. That time you used to watch movies, can you do like a 10-minute course? Do something that will improve your mind, that will improve your business, improve your mindset. It's really important that we take time to improve ourselves. Personal development. Because you can't give up what you have. You can't have staff who you want to learn technology, and then at the end of the day, you yourself, you can't tell them anything. I tell them, go and do it, go and do it. Okay, Oga, how will I do it? And I just know that you can do it. No, you can't give what you don't have. So as you're telling your staff, your colleagues to do certain things for you, you have to also develop it. Right? So right now, I want to just explain a few things. I'm wrapping up very soon. And it's just majorly why it's really important that you start leveraging technology right now. It's not negotiable. This is not the era of we can still manage. No, everything is online now. So you need to know why it's important. I'm not going to start telling you do TikTok and all of that. No. But why is it important to actually go online and leverage technology in your business? Number one, speed and efficiency. Speed and efficiency. I just give an example of sending messages. Speed. You save a lot of time. You work smart, not harder. You are working and expecting, you are counting. No. You work smarter and not harder. Now we have AI. You can create anything. You can create your presentations. You can create anything. Design, pictures, just name it. All these things are available to you. You can ask and use it and take. Then we have work. Why is it important? Because now you don't have to start struggling. The same method that they were using in class, that's what you are still using now. The last class talked about how they make body. And I was saying from my team that we can use air fryer, but the taste is not the same style actually. But people use air fryer now to make body. It's just like the taste is now maybe more touche. It's the ajebota body that we're using with air fryer. But still, technology will save us time. You don't have to stand in front of that fire and then smelling of smoke. You can put it in your air fryer and go and do something else and time it. Before you know it is done and your body is ready. Doesn't matter whether it smells or whether it smells of charcoal or not. It's body. So that's it, I enjoy it. Then the next one is information. All of us in this room, I can decide that I want to take all your information, like your data, for example. I say, okay, give me your name and your email address, and then I want to share certain resources with you. I can do that online via email marketing. I just have information, put them on the CRM software, and I'm sending you emails like once a month. I'm sure you're excited to do it from me, won't you? So imagine that I have your data, and I just put everything on the CRM software, and I'm sending you emails, sending you resources to click, sending you trainings you can attend, and you're just clicking and enjoying information. But how many people you want to reach if you are making a phone call every minute? Hello? Yes, I got your number from so and so. Okay, thank you. Hello? Even the data you use, the credit you use, it can't be compared when you actually create a system that makes life easy for you. So the whole idea of tech is just to make life easy. Honestly, everything I'm going to say is just to make life easy for you, to make it work smarter, to make life better for you, to make money from all over the world. foreign currency. You don't want to make money foreign currency. You want to make money foreign currency. You have to plug in. Global visibility and reach. Very important. We're all here, but people are watching us from all over the world. We have the live stream going on. You don't know who is watching. You don't know who is seeing you right now. Somebody just said, I was raising up his hand. Oh, please help me to contact him. Global visibility and reach. The social media tools. You put your posts there, you put your videos there. People are watching from the UK, US, from Finland, from everywhere. And this is why you have to be careful of what you put online. Let me just divest a bit. So you're not just putting everything online, but you have to be very careful of what you put online because people are actually watching. So you say, nobody's liking my post. There's some people that are just screenshotting. They're just saying, and I like this her bag, and I like this her this. And the screenshots are just waiting for the opportunity to just come and buy from you. So if you just put, some random stuff out there, you will attract random people. So you actually attract what you are putting out. So if you put out value, you attract valuable people. If you put out premium, you attract premium people. So you can complete the rest based on what your needs are. And then data storage and security. I was talking about the contacts and files. So the time I was working on something, I don't know what happened. I think maybe my data finished or something, and then the whole thing just disappeared. I could not cry because I was like, how did this happen? And around that time as well, I think I put some files on Zoom. I had some recordings, but I didn't remember that my Zoom was going to expire. So I think after 30 days of not checking my mail, everything just disappeared. But guess what? I could have actually moved them to YouTube and kept them for as long as I wanted. It just disappeared. Like videos of like 2 years just went like that. So imagine if you are having this recording right now and it's on YouTube. Next year you can come back and watch it. You have your contacts, put them in your cloud storage. If you're moving from iOS to Samsung, there are ways to move this thing in the cloud. Put them in the cloud and move them. Don't go and write it on paper. Writing the names of people on a piece of paper and then you say, what I thought you never that my window got soaked. Something. This is 2025. You have to start thinking digital in everything that you're doing, in how you're saving your files, in how you're saving contacts, how you're getting information. Everything is online. I'm not going to start teaching you all of these things because we really do not have time. I want us to go for tea break, so I really have to move very fast. And so professionalism levels up because now you can package yourself online. You have a presentation. Imagine that I came here and I just have only one picture and I was just talking. It's not like you won't hear what I'm saying, but now you can follow what I'm saying in my presentation. So that's part of the packaging. I just came here, my hair was standing like this, and I was wearing 2 different legs of shoes. And then they're recording me. You know that you're hiding your phone and say, like, you will not wear your phone. And this is the shoe that she wore. I'll now find myself on Instagram. Hey, God of mercy. That professionalism is going to level up or put. But now, professional. Because things are now like, can you hear me? So you can level up your professionalism because now everything is online. You can get tools that can help you to look better. You see people now, their pictures are not their real pictures. We're not saying fake life. We're not saying fake. We're saying present the best version of yourself so that you can attract the people that would value you. So you don't want to post your cake or post a picture of your work and it's just looking very shabby. Some people that will come to you and say, okay, this one I don't put at 10,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira. And then that's because they're in the city. That's why you cannot look like someone in Lagos. I go to Lagos a lot and people are like, do you live in Lagos? No, I don't live in Lagos, I live in Ibadan. But I don't need to allow my location to put my back on the ground. How do they say it? I don't need to allow my back to put my back on the ground. You have to package yourself well. That's why you have to put the right tools together to present the best version of yourself. So that when people see you or they hear about you, they have a right mindset or perception about you. So you probably see my picture on flyers and imagine that I look different from what you saw on the flyer. You'll be disappointed. But did I try? Did I fall your hand? No, poor. So I did not fall your hand because I know what packaging is and I know the importance of packaging I'm giving you, Dorothy, I'm giving you that job. So now, unique approach to business. There's no competition anywhere. And it's true. There's no competition anywhere. True. It's very true. And that's because you can actually have a unique approach to your own business. Right? You can have a unique approach to your business. You can create your business in a unique way that does not look like the next person. Yet you are doing the same thing. I have a lot of colleagues that are doing the same thing, but somehow we don't look like we're doing the same thing because we package unique. How I do my business is not the same as how they are doing their own. The kind of clients I'm talking to is not the same as the kind of clients that they're talking to. Do you understand? How I'm talking to my clients, the language I'm using, the communication ethics I have is not the same communication ethics that they have. Are we together? So sometimes you're thinking, you're feeling under pressure like, she's my competition. There's no competition anyway. Just think of how to package your business in a unique way. By using tools that are different, by using tools in a creative way. I really wish that we had so much time for the last speaker. He was talking about so many things that were in line with what I'm talking about right now. And that's what you have to be creative as an entrepreneur. And creativity most of the time comes from you being calm yourself. Tell your neighbor, rest. Stop hustling up and down. Take time to rest. Because in the place of rejuvenation and rest, you just realize that your creative mind begins to flow. You want to avoid creative blocks. You go to ChatGPT to get some ideas, but even you yourself, and you think of those ideas by yourself. If they put the mic in front of you right now, yes, I said something. No, please, I cannot talk. Because you are not taking time to know who you are. You need to take time to know who you really are. Who are you? What can you give to the world? What's your unique identity that the world needs? You're still presenting the best version of yourself away from the world. The world needs to hear you, see you. Social media is there. Stop posting jobs. Talk about what you do. Talk about what you know. There's so many people that don't know what you know. But you're using social media to be chasing babe. No. Say never say no. We are plugging in. We are posting value. I think tired of me already. Next slide, please. I'm actually rounding up right now. So now you want to build a brand that works for you when you are asleep. Imagine that you are here right now, and clients are trying to reach you. Are you afraid that you are not online? Did you get me? Clients are trying to reach you right now. Are you afraid that you are not online? You are afraid that you are not online. Why? There's no system. You have to put a system in place. Have a link in your bio that you can click on to get into your WhatsApp. When they get into your WhatsApp, there's a message that responds to them. Hello, welcome to so and so. From there, they can see your catalog. They can see what you're doing. They can book something right now. Or you can send a message, a mail to them that says this and this, or tell them when you'll be available. And after this program, follow up on those, responses, and then reach out to them and seal the deal. But you are here now. There's no sale because you are here listening to me. You should not be so. You should be cashing out as you are listening to me. The level is changing, right? Processes. You want to start looking into how you can be more digital with whatever you're doing. Go and put those links in the right place. Get the right tools to respond to your clients, in an automated way. You don't have to be want to respond in every time. You don't have to be want to respond in every time. Are we together? Right. I think I still have one more slide, please. So it's really important that you're leveraging technology, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because I always tell people who learn from me, if you miss something, undo it. Do it again. You miss something, undo. You know there's undo when you're working on a laptop or you're using Microsoft Word or Google Docs and all that. You undo, you do, till you get it. You undo, didn't work, do it again, undo. By the time you undo 20 times, you get it. You can not ready to go and learn from those that will teach you. You will undo like 100 times and you get it. So it's time to plug in. I'm rounding up already. It's time to plug in, and the tools are there for you. The tools are available for you everywhere. They are everywhere. The tool won't be a digital tool. It could be a human tool. Someone that already knows it, but you're too proud to ask. You're I don't know, I'm Olodo. No. Ask the person, this video editing, just come and teach me. Come and show me. They will, if you are truly willing to learn. And the time is now, not tomorrow. After this session, go and start working on it right now. Right? The future is digital, and only the plug-in will profit. Are we ready to profit? Are you ready to make money in dollars and pounds? No pressure, but the train is moving. Will you catch it or wave at it? The train is moving. Will you catch it or wave at it? It's time to leverage technology and it's time to package business. Thank you.
Come on, one more time. If you enjoyed that session, can we do a proper round of applause? Thank you. I hope that you have questions, right? And we're going to get to that segment. So, only official meeting for you. That's in Yoruba. But it's a summit, right? For all here to learn. But what's like without fun? So we're going to allow the test to play. Please be on standby. And please, I want to apologize because I know that things like this, that's what you people, especially club members, those of you that visit Ekiti and you're always abusing Ekiti online, be warned. Be warned. And I'm saying this particularly so that you not come and say, hey, so in Ekiti, you people used to serve tea under hot sun. Let it be on record. Maybe you should do the video now. That I begged, so that we will save time, that we should do everything at once, so that you can have tea. At least, thank God, this hall is very cold. Couldn't it? It is very cold. So please, on behalf of the organizer, I see the convener is already looking at me like they are doing damage control. I continue now. But please, we're going to serve tea right now and something to go with it. And there is also lunch. But let us not be hearing that I won't serve tea also. And that we try to save time. We are done with most of the talk now. We will do some recognitions. After now, once the DJ is done playing, we'll take each table. We'll have one more address from the representative of Mr. Temtofe, Ematilo, and we'll have the panel session. Stop distracting him. So we will have that time when the DJ will play. We'll have each table go to the back. It's just back here. You don't have to go out. But if you want to do a quick stretch, the restrooms are by the entrance, female and male. And then we have an exhibition stand outside for you to check products and buy. But please, we'll serve. The DJ will play. We'll come back in just a short while. And then we'll have the first batch of recognition for our veterans so that they can be on their way. We'll have the second batch panel session and we are done. We'll make this very fast. But please, let me properly acknowledge these few guests that joined us. We have in our midst the President, Ondo State Event Vendors Association, and as a Yoruba boy, when I see people's names online, for instance, if I saw Chief Adi Ajayi's name online, and I didn't see Chief on it online, and I come and say, you will be that Mr. or if the Honorable see, MCs will understand. But I saw the name online, I did not see Mr. or Mrs., and I don't want to call a Miss a Mrs. or a Mrs. Miss, God forbid, nothing will be missing. Alright? But the name is Sholomi Judith Oluwaseun. Can we celebrate her? Can we celebrate her with a round of applause? She is here. And let me properly acknowledge one of the leading event vendors in Nigeria. She is big. Mrs. I know she's Mrs. because I still saw a once picture and her picture recently. Alright, Mrs. Michael Olayinka, CEO, Peace Connect Events. Can we celebrate her? Can we celebrate her? Thank you so very much. So, Mr. DJ will play right now. Please, our guests, VIPs will start first, table by table. Ushers, please can we get ushers and volunteers come to help guide them to the table at the back, please. Table by table. While you're there, you can chit chat, you can take pictures. Yes, I will come and check it. Take pictures and we'll reel out if you're there and of course you're connected to the internet right now. Please do follow us on Instagram. Do follow us on Instagram at AZ Event. Let me check to be sure. Yes, I am very, very correct. AZ Event Expert Summit. That's on Instagram. AZ Event Expert Summit. If it's AZ or AZ, anyone that works for you, Ramirez, AZ Event Expert Summit. Alright? And I want to also celebrate you remember, Sakola Shalusi, while he was giving an address, spoke about a beautiful place. You will be surprised. Again, a jab at those who used to use Ado Ekiti and Ekiti State online. You visit this place, your mind will change and your impression will change. Top members, now that you are earning at least minimum wage, I encourage you to lavishly spend it. I don't say it for maybe about 4 or 5 months. Just blow it one night. Let it go, but you will love it. You will love it. Alright. Okay, so we have the CEO here of TAG Suites. TAG Suites, that's TAG Suites. It's just very close by here. Please help me, Mrs. Tokumbo Ajila. Help me celebrate her. Help me celebrate her. When you visit the place, you will come back and be clapping on your way. Oh, so she's the one. You know some things will eat you on your way after the event. I'm familiar with it. We celebrate you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Mr. DJ, are you ready for us? Please, table by table, we'll go and have our tea. We'll buy some time for 5 minutes. Our D's, please, kindly remain patient. We'll do that in a short while from now. Thank you very much, all our guests. Thank you. Mr. DJ. For a sacrifice outside. 11 No, it's not bad sacrifice. It's just something you want to do. Just 11. Actually, 11 volunteers. 11 members who want to volunteer outside. Please, who is coordinating that following for that engagement? Where's that volunteer? 11 members outside. Please come and lead them around. Please. Just 11 core members, please follow her. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while you are feasting, please pay attention to the screen. The video displays from our partners, they spoke earlier. We acknowledge all our guests that have come, but I think that we should save some time, because I know some people already, they want to quote me to say, I said that we are going to end this thing by 2 o'clock. And I know that some of you already put your mind on that. Thank you very much, DJ Tez. And by the way, they couldn't play so, I don't know why I'm explaining for you, so that your market's not go spoil. They couldn't play so loud because we have a class ongoing, a paid class ongoing upstairs. So we apologize that you could not feel the beat so much. I would like us to continue right now while we're still getting our tea. And I would like to call forward. We'll just do speeches very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Take a couple of speeches, and then hopefully everybody is on their seat at that time. And then we can do the panel session of the awards, then the panel session, and we are done today. We'd like to call quickly right now the CEO of Taj Apartments. She would like to just tell us a bit about the business, and I'm sure that a lot of us will want to know where the apartment is, what features it has. And by the way, please don't forget, tag us. Speaking, we'll sort it out and we'll play. I hope you are enjoying your tea. I hope we already have an agreement to don't train me and saying the same thing you have to do. Please. And please, this is just the first batch. Lunch is still available too, but that will be on your way out when we are done. So, lunch is still available. Yes, and the VIPs, all our guests, there's a special reception upstairs for VIPs and guests, for only VIP and guests. Will I say this? Make I talk about for only VIPs and guests upstairs. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's pay attention to our screen right now. And for those asking, yes, this is in our doing. But I think that when you see hardworking, homegrown entrepreneurs, you celebrate them. Let's celebrate Mrs. Tokuma Ajila. Can we celebrate her properly, ladies and gentlemen? Very briefly, I know you'll be short.
Good afternoon, everybody. I've been introduced as Tokubo Ajila. My name is Tokubo Ajila Ajakonde. And that's where the abbreviation TAJ comes from. I'm glad to be here today. I thank you for the opportunity to showcase the product. I'm not going to speak about everything that's been discussed today, but I'm just going to give you a little story. And the story is about 34 years ago. It's just to let you know that once you identify a problem, you should always look for a solution to it. The story, like I said, is 34 years ago. Was a little girl at the age of 20, and she had a boyfriend. And the boyfriend was always going to the estate football field to play football, of course, with his friends. And the boyfriend will always call the girlfriend saying, "Eba mi bi omi wa, eba mi bi omi wa, mo fẹ́ omi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi náà fẹ́ omi, as in, please bring me some water for I've been doing the football and I'm thirsty." So the lady was always bringing water to them every Saturday. But one day she just sat down. She said, "Well, I'll make money out of this thing." So she started pure water. The lady is myself. I'm one of the first people that started pure water 34 years ago in Lagos State. Because I saw a problem. I was tired of going to give them water every time without getting something for it. So I started pure water. And the pure water was, we get it from the tap and we use the paka thing to make water. And I made a lot of money out of it. There's a problem I see here. Sorry, I'm from Ado Ekiti, Odoado to be precise. There's a problem I see in Ado-Ekiti, and I'm sure you'll share it with me, or one or two problems I see in Ado-Ekiti. First of all, I'm going to ask a question. Where do you go to recreate in Ado-Ekiti, apart from beer parlor? People that live here, is there any recreational area? Please, can you signify if there's one? There's none. Okay, so where do you go to watch movies around here? So is that not a problem? And that means a solution. That's one thing I've told you about, one innovation, something you can come up with. Okay, so if you say that is too big for me to do, everybody loves pizza, right? Everybody loves Chinese food. You brought from anywhere in Ado-Ekiti or Ekiti? Chinese food? Okay. Is it competitive? No. That is another expo I'm giving you. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is think outside the box. Look for them and give them a solution. Before I end, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity and showcasing my hotel. It's called Taj Suit. It's located about 5 minutes away. And in the video, you also see that there's Taj bread. The reason for doing the Taj bread is because I saw that a lot of people are going outside the Ikiriri Road to buy bread. So I situated a bakery in Ikiriri Road. So do the math.
Well, I think that they say the taste or the proof of the pudding is in its taste. You should visit the place. You will love it. Trust me, you will absolutely love it. All right, we will have another address right now. Recognizing one of our veterans, and it's important that I do this. He's an elder brother to me, from way back, and he's also one of our homegrown innovators. I like to always celebrate people, not because I'm close to them, but because they deserve to be celebrated. And trust me, this man deserves to be celebrated. He's currently serving as the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ekiti State on Farm Settlement and Agriculture. Please help me celebrate. We'll give a very brief address and just speak to us about a few opportunities that you can tap into. Mr. Adewale Temitope. Help me celebrate this man with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I think the complaint is not the same. The speaker, that's the first speaker, Mr. Kola, it is upstairs, and my own beautiful cousin, Mrs. I think Baba, I recognize you, sir, and Dr. Urubo. Yes, I wouldn't say I'm here by mistake. It was my cousin that told me about it. You know, whenever she wants to do something, she's always fully prepared. She contacted me. She said, Doctor, there is this program happening on the ability that so she got herself prepared, and that is one of those she does. It's strategy. And when I checked out the program, I said, okay, I want to see this event is happening on that. So I checked on the venue. I said, yes, it's package. Who is the MC? I said, the MC. I didn't know the MC, but I said, it's either somebody, and there are two. I said, if I get here and see that, that means this event is fully packed. And I got here, I was not disappointed. And that MC is Iwan. He is my colleague. He's also senior special assistant to me. So governor. And he said, I will start from Dagola Adembe. We stayed together for years. Lagos and out of Lagos to Ibadan, where I graduated from. Ibadan, staying with my mom, which is our own father. Later, she got admitted to the same school with me. And when she wanted to get that admission, there was for her to choose between petroleum engineering and tech. So I was like, petroleum testimonial and this. But she always knew what she wanted to do. She said, yeah, she's going for tech. I know what mountain good. And I was like, this girl, do this thing. I eventually did tech. So I was not surprised when she talked about technology. So she graduated from the Faculty of Technology in Dubai. And her father has been so wonderful. Whenever she goes, she doesn't even try to introduce herself. She's the daughter of the former commissioner of health in this state. That's very much. Please encourage her. It's her dad that got me to where I am today. When I graduated to my service, I was just thinking of what to do. So I tried NYC, I did a project, was at almost completion, but NYC, don't complete the project, you won't be awarded. So I entered for postgraduate in UI. If I don't get automatic, let me go back to school. Fortunately for me, my uncle was appointed commissioner for health, and I was also doing that program at the university in UI. And my uncle said, Papa, let's go to Ekiti. Of course, I'm from Ekiti, but I didn't grow up. Their postgraduate is like 2 times, so you can't do your postgraduate from another state. So I left it. I followed into it. From this thing, they introduced me to, and that's when the government has to come when it comes to lecture program. And what is this admission? So he introduced me to a program of community, WICA. He said, we are going to fight for you, not because I'm a commissioner, then you get automatic suits. So I started. So when I go to my farm, teenagers around there, they were surprised to see the young boy from Lagos coming to farm. Because mentality in the is, when you are a graduate, then you find the government establishment or something to do. So this is what we do. Why should you go back to so my first year, I don't know some people are not saying. I just got the call from the one that's minister of my agriculture came to my house. Before the next day, I was every day newspaper from NYC and from that one, here today, necessary and agriculture. So this particular aligns with what the state government is, and I'll be happy to tell my mom to get close with, because India setting, that's the Commissioner for Science, Innovation, Science and Technology. They're having something to do with this, and the government has launched the first phase of the support enterprise forever. So if you want to hold this one and this thing, and everybody will be. So I cannot speak much about that. I said a lot about agriculture and what it is. Thank you.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir, for setting us up. Some of us, we just like to hide ourselves that way. We'll do a recognition right now, very quickly, and we'll have the awards. First set is the representative of the CEO on occasion, who will be getting a veteran recognition award this day. And the second edition of the A to Z event summit is Mr. Afanishile Oladimeji. Please, let's celebrate him as he comes forward. Why are we not clapping? Am I not loud enough? Let's celebrate. Please come forward. If you test, please, let's work together on this. Can I get a volunteer to please help me bring forward the award? Can I get a volunteer, please? Can I get a volunteer? Did you test? Can you play some music? And while I bring forward the president to present the award of President Ondo State Event Vendors Association, that's Jomi Judith Olua. Can we clap, ladies and gentlemen? You'll give it to her. She'll present the award. We'll take pictures afterwards. Come on, let's celebrate while we're not clapping. Let's give them the maximum. That's the award. We'll take pictures. Convener, please, can you come up on stage? Thank you much. Please come up on stage. Please, one more time, let's celebrate the representative of the CEO all locations. Let's clap, ladies and gentlemen. Can we clap? Can you come forward? Can you come back, ma'am? I apologize. Careful. Please, the convener, please join forward. I think he should be in the middle. Yeah. Square, please come forward. In a good way. Please tell about locations. We are appreciating for to the event industry in the state. One more time, can we celebrate the representative of all locations? Thank you. It is to us. Thank you. Well, the second one is not going to happen yet. Hold on. The second one is not going to happen yet because the person. The second one is still taking the class, right? So, bring it out a bit. We have a very quick surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It's I think the best person to share the surprise is going to be the convener. I think it's best to hear the words from the horse's mouth herself. Mommy, I'm not calling you a horse, please. It's just to hear the word from the Lord. All right, one more time. Please, let's celebrate the convener, Chief Mrs. Folashade Akirimola, aka Shade Boyin. Can we celebrate her? Come on. Keep clapping till she gets here. Keep clapping. I know you have told me the story, but it's best to hear from you.
volunteers. We call for volunteers. And 3 people among the volunteers stayed with us for last year and still join us this year, and they did well. I've been a public person, even though I don't have the mind of protesting for now, but once a public person, ever a public person. I don't believe in using youths and just dumping them. I just feel I should recognize some of them for being steadfast, for staying with the brand up till now. I want to call on Eunice Oke to come and have this little token for me.
Anyway, she managed all our volunteers last year, and she's doing it the same year at no charge, free of charge. Come on, let's celebrate her.
I'm presenting this to her as my token of love.
You people cannot see, she has 100,000 naira.
They are not users. If you future to take with us, we are always there when you need me, when you need us, we will always be at your service. Thank you so much. I celebrate.
All the volunteers, can you celebrate Popo? Thank you, Popo. Alright. Let DJ Tess please play. Your face on the screen, your face show, your slide shine. Okay, on to the next one, okay, you want to pause it there?
A nurtured boy like that. I used him low up to this morning. At times I call him 1 a.m. Today, you can imagine using a young guy that will never give you body language. How much are you giving me? Today has never for once. I want to call on Tudia now to please come.
T-Sketch. By the way, every design that you saw last year and you are seeing this year everywhere, this is the guy that made the designs. Can we celebrate him? And he supervised the printing too. Again, I also need printing.
Excuse anybody to back on me. If you see anybody around them or I don't deal with manners. But I am proud today to call you my son. My first son too is today.
Now we can see.
And anytime or if you see anything on social media, if I call him today, can you do this for me? He has been with me for 2 years. I have never seen any faults.
shop agbára
Ẹ ti jẹ́
ní.
gbèsè yẹn.
You know why I'm saying that? I know how much it costs to design. Everything, tẹ́ bá ti pè, tẹ́ bá sọ ilé, bá sọ pé mo ní problem lórí fóònù tí wọ́n kàdà dé. Tí bá ṣe àárọ̀ ìwé àtàná báyìí, mo ti ní lára. In fact, the last 1 week I was just testing him for control láti wò bóyá ó máa ní attitude ni. And I have come to say in the presence of everybody pé ìwà ẹ̀ ló wù. Nǹkan tó sọ pé ìwà ẹ̀ ló wù ni pé you know at times some people they want to do what pleases you. Ní o rí fọ́ọ̀tì kankan. Ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ bá ní lọ́wọ́ sí ẹ bá ní sọ fún pé lórúkọ Jésù òkú ẹ̀ òkú wọn. I want to call on Peace Fair to please help me on all this my son today by presenting this token.
That's beautiful. Please, can we celebrate this homegrown innovator, aka T-Sketch? So many people in Ekiti.
The presentation of this amazing gift, I would like to double 100.
Thank you so much, Mama. And I even saw 200,000 naira. Don't hold on. You are carried away. Thank you so much, Mommy. One more time, let's celebrate this great guy. Trust me, I am aware. Please, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Okay. Mr. Kola Oshamuse, please, even if it's just for 5 minutes, kindly come downstairs. We need you importantly. Over to you.
I have another token here. Volunteers to ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wa. We have some volunteers that have been working with us in the last few months. I do see them on their group and I see the way they've been relating. They post most of the flyers for this event. I don't know their number, but I just feel like a mother. I don't just want to leave them like that and tell them to go. Last year was our first edition. And after last year edition, I had opportunity, I was given slots for like twice, but we didn't have their database. So I was not able to assist some of them because I never even thought, you know, last year was like a test run. But I want to return all glory to God that this year, here we are today for the second edition. It's a self-sponsored program, but a lot of friends supported me because anybody that knows me, if I want to do anything, I want to do it. I don't want I don't care. In fact, the place will not so please can Popo still come and take this on behalf of
Where's Popo?
Mrs. Agefe. Please, Mrs. Agefe. Take this.
It's not your money, it's for volunteer. Let's manage our situation. Volunteers, can you celebrate? All the volunteers. Last year you went home with small bag of rice. This year, it gets better. DJ test, you know, share. If I were you, I would appreciate these volunteers. Come Come on, you think it's easy to volunteer? Thank you so much, guys. We celebrate. One more time, let's celebrate them with a round of applause. Thank you, everybody. All the graphics designers, photographers, all of you people. Congratulations. Thank you. And please do not forget, we still have one final panel session where you ask your questions, but we need to finish this up so that those, our guests who want to leave, can leave, right? We'll do panel session and we're done. Put recognition award right now to the one and only Digitest, please. The one and only, very popular from birth up until maybe when I could start picking sound. Way back then in Akure, I have always heard about this man, little by little. That time I thought he was a man of God, maybe a pastor. Little by little ministries, because someone way little by little he sends a message. But I found out that this man was one of the very first set of pioneering photographers, not only in Ekiti but in Southwest. You know, Ekiti just got created in 1996. So all of those states, down to Osun State, down to Ogun State, down to Oyo State, this man was one of the first set of people who used to carry cameras and would shoot, take pictures, wash them. Imagine washing and setting at a film, my large, for those who are not Gen Z, they will understand. So please, help me celebrate this great man, Chief Ade Ajayi Tower. All the photographers, all the cinematographers that are here, please help me celebrate this great man, Baba Little by Little. Daddy, we celebrate you. Please come and stand, Daddy. And I would like to bring forward Daddy's aged now. Daddy still has a very powerful empire, by the way. He's retired, but he's not tired. Little by little, he's still standing till tomorrow. In fact, what to share printing or what to contest me, publishing. But I'd like to present this award a mini younger version of himself, who is also a world-renowned documentarian and photographer. I introduced him earlier. I said this man who got pictures staring through Lisabi. You know Lisabi? How many of you have seen Lisabi? This man was on set documenting all of the pictures that went viral from that movie, promoting it online. This man was responsible. He's going to be presenting that award to this veteran and legend, Mr. Paula Oshalusi. Let's celebrate him as he comes forward. Come on. Man, I want to celebrate people like this. What's going on? I know Mr. Paula, you want to say something briefly to present this award. Very briefly. We're going to do 2 minutes long.
When you're around the legend, you can only just keep humbling and keep bending down. And I'll tell you why this is very important. First, thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As photographers, we don't do this enough. So we started an initiative this year to actually begin to appreciate older photographers. We're going to be having something for people like Jack Phillips, Abi Morocco, yes. Abi Morocco that just passed was a very fantastic photographer. There's an exhibition going on in London now. And so many like that I don't think we really took time, to appreciate. And these are the forerunners. Yes, sir. One question of yes, photo tech, absolutely. And these were people who literally laid the foundation of whatever you call the industry now. People, the young ones do not understand. That, yes. the foundation of the existing industry. So if not for them, there can't be us. Because we're nothing if they didn't go through all the stress of keeping the brand, the value, and the art in place. So that is it is a great honor. It is a great privilege. If there's anything I'm taking away from here today, it is the big job and the video. Please, job, to take this view. The picture has to go viral tomorrow. So, with all love, sir, with all humility, sir, on behalf of A to Z event experts, we present you this award, this Event Industry Veteran Award, to you, sir, Chief Ajayi, at this annual edition of the A to Z Summit, the 2025 edition. Thank you, sir.
Please, before Baba speaks, can you help me celebrate? Can you help me celebrate?
I'm supposed to make a very long response, but as to my policy is little I did not prepare a speech here today to be read by me, but I will just thank the convener of this organized award. She said, I know how to be chatted when you, as people know me to be little by little. I'm Chief Dr. Julius Ajayi. Nobody will know that. They will know little by little. Everybody will know little by little. They will never know my real. I know how to be chatted when you. Chatted when you is like acting like a man every time. He's a big entrepreneur. He's a politician. He's an intellectual. And many other things. He's generous. Look at how he was donating organs or health or something. Nobody will think about that. They will be pocketing the money themselves. She's not selfish. She's selfish. She's a workaholic. She's an example of an entrepreneur. If I begin to say many things, I'm wasting your time. I will just say that when whatever you are doing, try to do it well. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. In 1960, I was supposed to enter into Christ school in 1960, but I was denied of that advantage by only £7. I was unable to raise £7 to pay a deposit to enter to Christ school. I was very brilliant. In those days, 1960, I took second position to enter into Christ school. So the management waited for me for 2 years to come and pay £7,000. The admission eluded me because I was unable to raise £7,000. I was not happy. I was weeping. I thought that would be the end. But I thought today, I saw federal government awarded me national award of MFR, member of the Order of the Federal Republic. I've taught more than 52 countries. I've been taught the world. Europe, the whole Europe, and so many other places. So I did not know that where God wants to show me, that's why
I was unable to raise certain funds. If I were to be a principal of it, I would have retired 80 years ago. If I were to be a vice chancellor of a university, I would have retired 80 years. Now I did not retire. I have not retired in photography profession. If I hold my camera now, you will be wondering how I will be moving. I'll be moving very fast. People call me photo wizard because my movement, I covered more than 500,000 photos. Only my feet did. And it's not so easy. What I want to advise in Gambia here today, is that whatever you are doing, lay your hand on it and do it very well. God will lift you whichever way. So don't say, when the life is added, he has many things. It is only God that does everything. So let us have hope. And look at that policy, hold it, lead by.
Thank you. We'll take pictures. While we're taking pictures, please, we would like our guest speaker to please join them. We have another award, the last award tonight or today, before the final session that will close the whole session. And please don't go home with your questions. I see that water is already being served, and then lunch is going to be served. If you want to take it here, that's fine. If you want to take it home, that's also fine. But please do not leave until we're done. We're almost done. Almost done. And on my honor, I apologize for the extension that is going to probably be 1 hour. If you ask me for that 1 hour, please, I will not be able to pay. So please, I apologize on behalf also of the organizers. One more time, can we celebrate Baba little by little? Don't stop celebrating. Before you leave, sir, I think before you leave, the final award, Baba little by little, we would like that you help us, sir. Doctor, sir, please, I'd like that you help us present an award to the keynote speaker himself. One present award for him. You know, Mabakwa present award for the convener has thought it wise to celebrate Mr. Paula Shalusi for making Ekiti State proud. If you are from Ekiti, can you celebrate this great and fantastic man? So the next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. the one and only Mr. Paula Shalusi. Can we give it up and celebrate this great man? Can we celebrate? This man has given so much value and we appreciate him. One more time, do it better, do it better. Can we celebrate him?
You are a photo guru and many other things like that, because that man told me how far your lessons have gone throughout the whole world. To that man, you must say, it's very rich and who are it? To God's word, in the name of the Father,
Amen.
name,
Amen.
name of the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
I present you this meritorious award on your performances in your profession. We need to help you and see you through in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you very much, sir. We celebrate you. I think we can do better. Can we do it better, ladies and gentlemen? Congratulations, Mr. Paula Shalusi. We'll do the panel session right now and we are done. Let's have Mrs. Adefe, Dr. Nicholas, Mr. Paula Shalusi right now on stage as we wrap. Please, your questions, if you want to come inside, If you have written it down, please kindly send it forward. If you have your questions written down, please kindly raise it up so any of our volunteers can get it from you, please. Questions is question and answers. And if you don't have questions, it's fine. We'll be on our way right now. It's just going to be very brief, okay? So please, if you have questions, if you want to ask, please just raise your hand. I'll call you out. If you have written it, please kindly just send it forward or wave it so that any of the volunteers can grab it. We thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Now it's time for the panel session. Dr. Nicholas, please kindly have your seats. Yes, the seats are here. There are still other gifts. 2 other gifts. Let the three of our speaker, let them just sit. Let them have their seat. Let them have their seat. Mr. DJ. Let them keep it for you. Yes, your gifts. Please, while we're getting ready for this gift, very important, please, if you have questions, if you want to write it, it's fine. Volunteers, gifts. Gifts, please. Please bring the gifts.
I want to officially present a little gift to P-Square events and to Daddy Fast, to her forward to Daddy Fast. Mo fẹ́ fún ní ẹ̀bùn fún ó tún bá mi fún Daddy Fast.
She wants to give a special gift to Mama P-Square to extend for her and Mrs. Daddy Fast. When we did a job in Elisha, the work won't cut her neck like this.
I was an event planner of the job because this summit is like me celebrating a whole year in the industry. The job was something else. I brought everybody on board, but the client said he was not going to pay me. And I asked him, Kinimoshe, why are you not paying me? And the client said, because I brought all vendors. And he has paid all vendors that I brought. So I don't deserve to have a penny. I worked in and out. I shared with so many, but glory to God. I shared with my mentor. And my mentor called me and told me, wait, I should not reject the job, I should go. Wait, those are the things that will make me just call an expertise. One expertise. When you know I take expertise from Michelle, that should go. But ask me, how will I go? Client refuse to pay me. I need to fuel my car. I will want to the member of Shisha in one of everybody going to match Shisha that you are going to pay them the next day. I am so surprised. P-Square and Daddy Fast, and they told me that I should not. I already wrote a letter about to send it to the client. I want to just opt out. Maybe because I was so confused. I've done a lot, but the client must pay because he has paid them, he was not paying me. Do you know what is my colleague did? They contributed huge amount of money for me. And they said, this guy said, Auntie, am I worried? You know what am I before I report to me? Daddy Fast said, am I worried? I will want to over here. I'm going to send you money, you will pay them. That was how I was able to do the job. If not for having vendors like them, I'm sure I would have lost the job. And the review I got from the job, I wouldn't have been able to buy it with money. So today, the mama will not enjoy it. It really surprised me because before you can see a vendor voluntarily without even asking, and that did it fit that mama was so rich that she not bother that and we did the job even more than the client expected. The funniest of it all is even while was so happy. Total send the review. The client forgot to send me review about P-Square. If it were to be another brand, oh my God, baby, by the time I told the client, he told me that he engaged volunteers that what I'm going to back beside Channel letter and that there was no how he wouldn't be able to do it. Even at that, P-Square never showed any body language. Because the client gave me a review, a letter signed to all vendors. Only volunteer because of the event. So only today, this talking is just to show you that I appreciate you and Danny fast.
Come on, let's celebrate. Can we celebrate P-Square, please? Can we celebrate CEO P-Square?
Thank you so much.
I've forgotten all the scenario about this job. But one thing I know is that whatever you know to do it well. You don't know who is watching. And I pray that everyone that is here today, you don't go empty and then you will go look back to today and be giving glory to God for what this summit will do in your life. I'm so happy for you being here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And our applause has question, but can we do a better round of applause? Okay, so we're going to nail this to just close up on the session. Have we been having a great time? Our applause is very low. Have we been having a great time? So, doctor, please hold this one for me. This is just for you to respond. I have questions here. And I think that please, if you have questions, just write it out. If I call you now, you will be selling markets, explaining your question, answering your question yourself. So let's save time. Sure. It out. You can write your name there and your business if you want me to promote you. I will still read it out. We have questions here. This one you wrote a business name. Okay. This is to Mr. Kola Oshanusi. Says, I love your photography, but I think the cost of camera and equipment related to photography, what should I do? Quick response. I love photography, but I fear the cost of camera and equipment related to photography. What should I do?
Should I say the truth and I should lie to you?
Oh yeah, answer. Should he say the truth or lie?
Say the truth! Okay, so everything in life is expensive, except for your bread. Like what has been used for. However, it depends on what you're doing. So these are my questions. So because you have asked this question, I would love to ask some questions, even though I don't know this person. Are you a photographer? Let's start with that. Or you just like photography and think the first thing to buy is a camera. So if the latter is the case, I think you're making a mistake. I don't think when you want to be a lawyer, the first thing you have to buy is a wig and a gown. Neither if you want to be a doctor, the first thing you need is stethoscope and maybe an hospital space. So I'd rather you take your priorities right. If you love photography, fantastic. Love is good. But love doesn't translate to work, to business, and to the long journey of photography. You also need to understand that except for in this line, that you don't have the school of the arts, that a lot of people being game, take short courses and all that. Photography is a 3-year course in the university, depending on which country, it will be 3 to be 4 years course. So I don't know why you want to start photography by first buying a camera. I think education should be the first thing. Education should be priority. When you get education, in the course of you getting the education, you begin to understand so many things. There are companies that rent out equipment. If you have the knowledge and the client hires you, you don't even have to own the equipment. You can hire the equipment with the money your client has paid you, and you're able to execute the job and deliver to the client. I hope that helps.
That helps. Thank you very much. We'll go to Mrs. Adeife now. Who says, good day, and thank you so much for your inspiration. My question is this. I run 2 businesses. That's a perfume. Is it perfume and cake business? Oh, perfume and cake business. I hope I'm correct. But I sometimes find it hard to balance it. I love being a content creator and a politician, maybe a minister of finance or finance. Now, I'm in the middle and I really don't know what to do. If I should leave the perfume business or just focus on my cake business. Okay. Focus on my cake business if I can still also be a politician. Thank you.
Build authority there, build influence, impact. Then you can now have another business by the side, right? So for example, I'm an event planner, that's what people know me as. But I'm also a tech enthusiast, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, I'm an author. I do like 3-4 other businesses that I don't even talk about on social media at all. Do you understand? But what do you want to be known for first? Build that well. Let people know you know, at the first of integrity in that one first. Do it well, package it well, you know, talk about it well online, get reviews from people, testimonials, social proof that let people trust you well. So that when you start the other business, people can now extend that trust that they have for you to that other business. And by the time you now come to campaign to us, you say, hey, yes, so vote for you because you are now a person of integrity. But you want to do everything together for the work. So please, start with one, build it well, be known for it, you know, in a very good way, then you can build other things by the side and then put in structures so that you don't break it down.
Thank you very much for that quick response. So we're going to keep all the responses very, very short, please. We'll keep the response. There are loads of questions. And I beg, make the questions come for now. On their way, you will still network and ask them questions, please. I beg. This question, I think this should come to Dr. Nicholas. This one is on local marketing. That local marketing that is not making interest. Marketing that is not making interest or profit. The problem is not the content or audience. Oh, okay. I'll come back to this, please. Apologies. Okay, so you should answer this question. Doctor, how can you assist me to be a worthwhile entrepreneur? This is coming from Evangelist Abiola JP. She put her business in Asia and bacterial multipurpose liquid soap. I hope it's bacterial. Okay, how can you become a worthwhile entrepreneur? Yes, worthwhile.
The last speaker was spoken. Master something. For you to be worthwhile, that means you have a work. That means you have value. So that means you're trying to create value for the service or the product that you are ready to. So master it and identify your niche market. That is the set of people you reach. You can't reach everybody. So identify the small you want to reach. When you have mastered that market, you can now begin to expand.
So for you to be a worldwide entrepreneur, what business are you into? You have to learn how to package, you have to learn branding, you have to learn labeling, you have to learn and see how you can reach wholesalers and retailers who will help you push your product beyond regular. It's not you that will have to go street by street, house by house to do the selling. You have to link up with neighborhood shops or link up with other people who will take much of the product and then they will break it down to smaller units to streets that your market can get to people's houses. That's what you do.
Thank you, Dr. Nicholas. The next question is to Mr. Kola Shamsi, and I think there were two questions in one. How important, someone is asking, how important is mentorship? Is it compulsory? Is it important? How important is it? This one is also asking, what should you look out for when choosing a mentor? Two questions. How important is mentorship? What should you look out when choosing a mentor?
So this is my view. I'll say it's a personal view. I think one of the best things you can do for yourself, one of the best gifts you can ever give yourself, if you want to grow in business, in life, is to get a mentor. It's the best gift you can ever give yourself. You must get a mentor. So it's not that whether a mentor is good, a mentor is a must. A mentor will always look out for you. A mentor will always guide you. A mentor will always ensure that you do the right thing. Because it's important for them also to be able to brag that I have a mentee. You understand? That has succeeded. So it's very important. Now, how do you choose a mentor? This is how I explain it. Mentorship or mentors are not all wrong people. You need to understand that they are not all wrong people. What it means is, what do you want to be mentored in? So it's not to say I have a mentor because I like this person, I appreciate this person. The question is, what do you want to be mentored in and what do you need to be mentored on? That's how you choose your mentor. You can have more than one mentor. I have a financial mentor. I have a relationship/marital mentor. Somebody that if anything happens in my marriage, I'm so confused, that's the best I can go to. When I'm dealing business, I have somebody I think will help me out, knows and understands the place of business. Even in my entrepreneurship journey, I have a mentor. So I don't think it is the one size fits all. I think you need to identify what area you need mentorship and find somebody who has qualities in that area that will be able to teach you and you'll be answerable or accountable to that person. That's how I go about finding a mentor. But whether a mentor is important, extremely important. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we do a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go to Mrs. Adefe. I have a couple of questions here, and I need you to respond to them all together. This one is, I'm into tech, and I'm confused about which area to pick. I always learn everything, web development, designing and programming, and even cybersecurity. My question is it possible to do and learn everything, or must I pick one? That's the first one. That's the first question. Second question is, I am an entrepreneur before in Ibadan and now serving in Ekiti. I've been trying so hard to get new customers, plots, and everything. I am on the verge of giving up. This is not a question. Can you give me an advice on how to get customers, right? The first one is, can I learn everything or must I pick one? This one is an advice on getting new customers in new places. And the third one is, good afternoon, how do you stay consistent in maintaining a social media image in business? Or let's not load you too much. Respond to the first two, because this one is a couple of other questions, about 2 or 3 in one. So just respond to the first two questions.
Thank you. Okay, so the question asked about learning too many things.
Yes.
So I would say, first of all, it's okay to learn everything, and to have knowledge of everything, a bit of knowledge of everything, but you need to know the one that is in demand. Which one is in demand right now? Which one will bring the money? Because you just don't want to be learning things and then you're broke. What's the point? You're just learning things, it's not making money for you. So, which one is in demand right now? I gave you an example, telling my story during COVID. At that moment, what was the demand was Zoom event, hybrid event, and that was it. Any other thing that followed was maybe just like the side of it. At that moment, people were just interested in having Zoom events or hybrid events or virtual events. So which one is actually your cash cow right now? Which one is the one that will bring the clients that are ready to pay now? So that's what you should focus on. Develop yourself on that particular one and then know how to monetize it and make your money. Then you cannot let other ones as add-ons and then package it to those ones and say, okay, if you pay for this one, I can add this one as a bonus for you or something like that. But choose the one that is bringing the money right now.
Okay. The question on the advice on getting new customers in new places.
On getting new customers, go online, join networks or communities where you can get your target audience, right? Because this is not new to me. I moved from Ibadan to Abuja and I was clueless, no clients and all of that, and came back to Ibadan again. And what I did was go online. Just go online. Once you go online, you just realize that you can actually use hashtags or use certain keywords to attract people that you want to your business, and then you can also join communities where you can get the target audience. Be very open about what you are doing. Don't keep quiet. In this kind of place, now this is where you can get people that can pay for your services. Tell people around you, I'm doing this, I'm into this, but you can sit down and wait for miracle will come, but you have to open your mouth. So you have to open your mouth. You have to be very loud about what you do, because it's not that loud that making you money. If you are not loud about what you do, anyway, close mouth to the word.
We close this. Thank you. So let's just close up with this. You mentioned, yes, very quickly, sir.
Yeah, you were talking about when you get customers. I tell my students, you want to do a study on bank customers, and then you take your questionnaire to the bank. You're not going to get people to fill questionnaires for you. Your respondents are around you. Your respondents are in your class, your respondents are in the church, your respondents are in the mosque, your respondents are on your streets. Just as she said, you need to tell people you read every day about what you do. And if you do you have one client, treat that one client well. If you treat him well, he will recommend you to others. There's what we call word of mouth. And there's a law of 250. Every individual, one way or the other, is connected to about 250 persons. They have friends who are married, they have friends who have cousins, they have friends who have neighbors, they have friends who one way or the other are connected. So start with one person. Baba has told us what the word little by what? Little.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mrs. Adife, very quickly, you mentioned that we can. How do you stay consistent in maintaining your social media image in business? That's one. The second is you mentioned that we can make use of a plugin into some tech space to make reaching a wider range of audience of individuals. And some of these spaces and how to go about them. That question, you have to come for your webinar. But how do you stay consistent?
Thank you. So how to stay consistent on social media? So when you say consistent on social media, we're not saying you're posting every day. So that might be what that person is saying. How do I keep up posting every day? Posting every day is good, yes. You should be consistent by posting every day. But at the same time, staying consistent on social media means that when they come online or when they search for you on the internet, they can see something new. They can see that you are keeping up with trend, with updates. You're not the same person that was online last week and the same person this week. You're learning something, they're seeing your progress, right? Online. So what I would just say is, number one, train them. You have to know your why, because if you don't know your why, you just get wasting your time. Number two, have a plan. So your social media, you talk about your business, promote your business. What is your plan? You want to create a content plan, a content strategy that will help you to create content every time. Everything you do every day is content. So stop playing. Stop saying, I don't have content. You want content because that person beside you was telling you something. You were sitting and looking. You didn't carry your phone to say, oh guys, she's talking about my business and you're posting it. It's not until it's perfect before you post on social media. Some of us are waiting for perfect videos and pictures before we post on social media. Do you understand? So you have to make sure that you have a plan. You have to make sure that you are seeing everything around you as content. As you were coming into this event, that's content. Tell everyone, I'm going to learn more to make my business better. Come along with me on this journey. And you are sharing videos of interviewing people. That's content already. You post everything. Oh, wow, nice. How was the event? So that 5 minutes you learn from this. I've told you like 3 things already now. 5 minutes you learn from this content. That's content. The people you met at this content, that's content. And I'm talking to you, you're recording me now. That's already content. Start using your social media. Now, that's content. And you're consistent that you create content every day. If you have content, you're building like that. You need to think. Because when you have content, you're not keeping up. So you're not developing yourself. That's why you're having content of, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to do. There's content everywhere. So look around. You start documenting it on a notepad or something and start creating content now. If you don't have this content, go to YouTube. I don't know.
I'm talking about YouTube. I think it's a good time for Doctor. Doctor has a YouTube page he wants to talk about. Very quickly, Doctor, your YouTube page. I'll come to Mr. Kola after that. You have a question.
Thank you very much. Talking about YouTube, I'm talking about innovation. Of course, during the COVID period, I also thought about what to do to improve my teaching. And it's helping me today. If I have a series of lectures to take, I just refer my students to my page. And right now, I want to refer you to my page. Please go on YouTube. Can you help me do that now? It's my name, and I have to improve on that. It's what we call search engine optimization. So I want to change my name a little so that it's easy to search. My name is CN. Can you do that for me now? Go to YouTube. CN, that is Charlie Nancy. That's that of C, then N, space Okolugo. OKOLUGBO. The media people, can you do that?
They will do it.
CN, then OKOLUGBO. Has somebody seen that channel? Is that me? Does it look like me? Does it look like me? Thank you. So please just tap the subscribe button.
Give free app. That is different from gift.
Yes, and help me share it to students around. I teach maths, statistics, and analysis of business decisions.
Beautiful.
So topics related to that, there are over 100 videos on that channel, and we're working on improving more topics to update the channel. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kola Oshalisi, kindly be with us. We're almost done. We'll take just 2 questions from students of the special school, right? Just to please, what advice would you give Mr. Kola Oshalisi? Would you give a young man that wants to start photography as a business but has zero knowledge in the field of photography? I know you've answered this question, just one line. You've answered the question.
Okay. It's simple. Find somewhere to learn. Find people who like their work. Go to them, tell them you want to learn. Get a mentor to help. Get a photographer to intern with. Follow relevant pages for education. Follow photography pages. Maybe I should say my market too.
Everybody has followed you already, be sure. Kola Oshalisi
everywhere. At Kola Oshalisi. I have something I put up once in a while and the most inconsistent one, so it's okay. It's called Tip with Color Shadow. But I advise on so many things around that standpoint, opinions and people in their brand. So that's what Tip with Color Shadow. But I think the key thing is, if you want to learn and you are interested in it, go and find knowledge. Let knowledge be the primary thing. Find people that know what you want to know. Meet them. Be part of a community of people who are learning what you want to know, or who are taking what you want to know. Go online, go and search for where to learn. Buy books. Listen, when I say buy books, buy digital books, buy physical books, buy as much as you can. Never stop learning. The world is evolving. And for those who know and those who understand the future, I just shared with a couple of people. Learn everything you can about artificial intelligence and how it's affecting your industry. Whatever you want to become, learn what the future holds for it. Artificial intelligence is becoming more intuitive, it's becoming more decisive, and it's expanding its body of knowledge because accumulating knowledge as fast as you can think about it. Quantum computing is the main thing, but do everything to find somewhere to learn and never stop learning. Thank you.
Thank you. We're almost done. Say to you, Mr. Paula Oshalusi, and by the way, it would be very wicked of me. Everybody is mentioning that social media page. Please go on YouTube and on Instagram and follow the event. That's AZ Event Expert. Go on Instagram and YouTube, AZ Event Expert. You will find and follow their page. Please do that right now. Thank you, Mr. Paula. You mentioned we learned that the best validation is the one that comes from within. We learned that the best validation is the one that comes from within. Please, what within? Please, what is the place of constructive criticism of our ideas? Thank you. Wait. Is it best to run? This is the second one. Is it best to run with ideas that we have without seeking external input and validation again? Second one. And the third one is, how do we differentiate between constructive criticism and negative or destructive criticism?
Okay, so I'll take it. Yes. So the first thing is, do we follow just our own personal intuition?
Yeah.
Or be open to criticism, right? So don't get it wrong. When I say validation comes from you, I mean validation comes from you. That's the very first thing. You must believe in what you want to do, what you're doing, at all. So that's the first point of all. Now, how do you handle criticism? Now, it's very important for you to understand. Your response to everything you hear, you see, is usually dependent on you. Now, if somebody says your job is whack, so the question is, do you believe your job is whack? Or the person is seeing the perspective of your job that might be whack and you want to see it and see how to improve on it. Those are things you need to understand. Now, if you take it as your job is whack and then you say, oh, that means I can't succeed in this place, then there's a problem. Or you take it as, oh, he said my job is whack. It means that this person doesn't know what they are doing, then there's a problem. The moment that you're criticized, the first thing you do is analyze the criticism. Take it, absorb it, and dissect it. That's why God has given us the mind to analyze, an analytic mind. In school, we are taught both quantitative analysis and every form of analysis. Now, all you do is take that word and ask yourself. Now, I'll talk from a creative point of view. As for me as a creative, when a client comes back to me, and I'll make it easy, so let me use a client. The client comes back to me and says, oh, we don't like the output of this particular creative process. We expected more. I want to say, okay, thank you. More in what area? And then they helped me to say, oh, we expected this to be this, to be that, to be this. And I move on and say, okay, you know what? While we were creating, because for me, one of the things I do in my creative process, I take my clients through the journey. So I don't just create and I say, go sit down. I get into the journey when I'm creating. So I have a screen. So when I'm shooting, you're checking my screen, you'll see what I'm doing. Majorly for my commercials. If I'm shooting events, I get the brief. I let you email me the brief. And then I ask questions based on my understanding of the brief. So between me and you commissioning me for a job, we've done like 5 emails of me trying to be clear of my deliverables. So that at the end of the day, you don't come and say, I requested for A, you are giving me X. So I get to understand this. But when the next thing comes back after all of this, I want to know where I have missed it. I don't take it up and say the client is bullshit. I want to know where, just so I can learn. It doesn't take away the fact that the client understands what I can do, that's why they've come to me. So the first validation comes from the fact that for them to come to me means they believe that I can do that thing. So I have validated my own art. Now, if you're not satisfied with the presentation of that idea at that point in time, it doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. It means there's a way you think I should have done it, that is your opinion. And I want to listen. Because the key thing is I have to continue to learn to be better at what I do as well. So I'll say, take criticism, analyze it, learn from it. If you want to grow from it, grow from it. If it's something you want to argue and explain, go ahead and share with the client. But never take criticism as something that you shouldn't analyze. So the next one.
Well, you've answered everything. You have answered everything. Thank you very much. We're almost done. This is from Evangelist Elaine. Please, you are seeking for an opportunity to make a remark about the event today. Our media crew is outside. You can do that. If it's not a question, I apologize. We will not be taking it. Your feedback is, however, very important, and we are open to it. The media crew can take your feedback on the green carpet. There's an interesting question. I don't know whether it's a question or a comment, but this person is saying local marketing. I think it's to Mr. David, and I think maybe you want to touch on it. Local marketing that is not marketing, that is not making profit or interest. The problem is not the content or the audience or locality. The problem is you. So the person is not asking, how am I the problem? I mean, it's quite intriguing. Local marketing that is not making interest or profit. The problem is not the content or audience or locality. The problem is you. But the question here is now, how am I the problem? Yeah, and from which perspective? So before we all respond and then close, or just take one more from the special school. This question on agri and business, you're a core member serving here with local input. I think you can walk up to any of the speakers after now. It's a lengthy conversation. If you need support, you can reach the convener to please do note that. I'm sorry if it looks like we're avoiding your question, but please walk up to any of the speakers. So let's quickly jump on this. We'll just take one. We can't take two, just one from the special school. One. Just one person. And we'll close it, right? Let's have our end.
Well, I don't know where you get your feedback. And if the problem is you, then improve on yourself. It's possible if you have a steward that has food to serve, the food is good, the serving is good, but you are abusive, you are insulting, then the client will leave. You have a fine restaurant, your food is tasty, but you're a troublesome and you're not a welcoming restaurant owner. People will leave, so you just have to remove from yourself. If you have identified, it's good you have identified that you are the problem. So improve yourself in order to get clients. Because if you don't if your service and your service delivery, the service will be good, but the delivery will lack. So improve on that on your part. Thank you.
All right.
Question of the lab assessment of problem. I would say that first of all, you identify patterns that the problem in the beginning of your program because you already know that there is a problem. Secondly, it might not be your mindset. You're just maybe like thinking that you're not good enough, or you're thinking that there's just something wrong with you, whereas there's nothing. You just need to calm down and sit down with yourself and understand what it is you really want to do. Then thirdly, I would say maybe you're not communicating the value of your services well enough, and people are not understanding what you really have to offer. You actually have good services and all of that, but you're not actually communicating with people. People don't understand what you're saying, so it looks like they don't know how to patronize you. They are saying they're doing something, but they're not understanding what you're doing. So you want to sit down and analyze your offer, curate your offer well, very well, and know how to explain it to your audience, or to your clients, your potential clients. Let them know what they are getting from you when they patronize you. And then you repeat that process so you finally now get better. Because there's actually expertise in progress. It's not something that happens for one day. You keep doing to become an expert. You keep doing to become better. Practice makes better. So, but if you just stay in one place, you are in one place, you can't go anywhere. So you need to keep at it. Whether you are doing it well or not, just keep at it. You see the mistakes, adjust. You see the mistakes, you adjust. You get better. And you know how to do it right. Then speak to an expert, speak to a coach, speak to somebody that can actually understand where you're coming from and look into your business, audit your business processes well, so that we can really know the exact problem that you have.
Thank you for that, Mr. Kola. Artist.
Said to that, let me just play an advocate from another perspective. Because the way I heard that question is as if the person is angry that people are giving a comment that it's a problem, it's a problem. Maybe that's how it,
Oh yeah, that's a good devil.
so let me put it this way. So if you think you've heard that the speakers have said that if your marketing and audience, you're selling a product and it's still not selling and you are the problem. Now, what they're trying to say is there's a need for continuous evaluation. There's a need for continuous review of your market and your target audience. Now, they have not said you are the problem, except you already understand that you are the problem, and which is a very good thing. So once you understand that you are the problem, that's a good problem, because that means we have a direction to the solution. So, but if what the problem is that you think you're doing everything right and you're still not selling, then I think what you need is a proper analysis of your process, like you said, proper analysis of your customers, like you said, proper analysis of your business environment for you to identify the problem, and then you can now start looking at preferring solutions. Thank you. Now, artists are on board. I think we should appreciate the amazing students.
The transcriber, the interpreter.
School of Special Needs.
Yeah, we should.
We should appreciate them. We have
Just one more question.
Let's do with this. 1 second, let's do with this. Let's do with this.
Wait, hold on, let's just answer this one.
So artists are not poor. I can tell you that I am not poor. I'm an artist. I am very comfortable by grace. And I know thousands of artists that are very, very comfortable. We can live above the average. We are not what you call minimum wage. I'm not, you understand? So definitely. And being someone with a special need does not hinder your success. In fact, if you understand it right, your special need means that you have special talent that the world is yet to experience. Just so you know, go and Google Ayo Shulibari, right? Of the Gas Foundation. The Gas Foundation is, I think, one of the best residency space and artist residency space in Nigeria. They have one in Lagos, right opposite my office. I think it is the best physical building and most expensive physical building I have seen in a while, and it's right there, and it's purely for artists. It has another residency, massive building, massive structure, almost over an acre in Ijebu. I think that's where it's from. Now, what I'm trying to say is that residency is where artists can go, they are paid to work and just focus on work. And at the end of the day, they bring people to possibly buy your work or experience your work. So it's a place for you, they will let you live there, do whatever you want to do for like a year. And you're fed, you're not thinking about money, you're just creating, you know. And I can tell you, his works are some of the most expensive in the world. Listen, his works are some of the most expensive. I am not joking. In the world. Listen, he sits on wheelchair and he paints his mouth. He cannot use his hands or his legs. He paints with his mouth. He directs works with that. His works are some of the most expensive in the world. He has one he's done. There's a massive painting, I think, was in Switzerland that was commissioned for the whole city. And it's one of the biggest works currently in the world. And it is one of the most expensive. I think right now they cannot quantify the value, so I'm not sure it can be bought. That's how expensive it is. So, in disability, there is so much ability. You are someone with special needs. And special needs also comes with special talent. And I can name names. So please, artists are successful. If you want to be an artist, trust me, you can be as successful as possible. You just need to dream it, visualize it, work towards it, and you'll be the best at it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Because I'm in a very sensitive position, I'll take that question. Let the person come. And then there is a particular lady that has refused to write her question, so that she'll not go home and say that the MC shut her down. But let me also be clear, this is not an undue privilege. And you have 2 minutes to prove to us why you didn't write your question down, whether it's worth it or not. If you change your mind before then, that's fine. All right. Love to recite I'm a student of Special School for the Deaf, ECOVT. Paul Ifibola, a sports person. But some people, Ifibola are not rich. How can I be better than people that are there that are doing it now? That is my question. My It's not
That money is
blood money.
no. So let me just answer this so it's easy. You can do whatever you want to do. There's different Olympics for people with special needs. There are tournaments for people with special needs. Now, they might not be as popular as the ones we know right now, but they're getting attraction. In fact, the highest number Nigeria has ever won, and the highest number of medals Nigeria has ever won in the Olympics is Paralympics. In fact, we are thinking we should only just focus on Paralympics because they're the ones that give us medals. The other ones, we spend money, and then we don't see anything. So all we're saying is you can do whatever you want to be. The key thing is to set your mind to it, work towards it. If you believe in God, pray towards it. And if you can find where you can get knowledge about it, find the knowledge. And you can be anything. And when I say anything, you can do anything you want to be in life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And please, people have money. Even me, I have money. Oh, sorry, it's questions. That is it. Oh, yeah. And we're done.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pearl and I am a fashion designer and a stylist. I own and creative director behind the brand Yana Pearl Fashion and Styling, and I have been an entrepreneur all my life. My brand empowers women through fashion. My brand caters for women, we empower women through fashion, and we celebrate inclusivity, diversity, and sustainability. I'm a core member presently serving at the governor's office under the senior advisor to the governor on governance. So my question is this: as an entrepreneur, I feel like most of us, the challenge we have, entrepreneurs that are actual problem solvers, I feel like one of the challenges we have is having to speak of these are new solutions, people, like having to tell people about, especially people like me as a fashion designer. If I'm speaking to like somebody that is not like fashion inclined, it's actually a problem. Whether when it comes to pitching my brand, or just talking to like people within my immediate environment. So my question is, what advice do you have for entrepreneurs that are stuck like that? And then my second question goes to Mr. Kola. It's kind of personal, and I don't mind if you do not answer me here. You can do it later. So my question is, when you suffer from a creativity block, how do you do it? Thank you very much.
Wait, is this what you could not write?
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll take the responses now. So let me help out. Okay.
So let me help out with your question.
One house, please. We all can learn from this.
I'll take a bit of both, and then you can contribute to the ones that you know. So, when you are explaining your idea to people and they don't understand, it means you are not communicating. So you yourself, you need to ask yourself, how do you communicate? Because no matter how brilliant, and if you piggyback a little to when we started and the things I said, if you're communicating to people and they don't get it, you are not communicating, you are blabbing. Nobody cares about who blabs. People care about who communicates. So, solution. Go and learn how to communicate in layman terms. I will not come here now, seeing the different audience that we have here, and start talking photography terms. walk away. If I tell you, you see, the important thing is how the lens, you know, if zoom in at a depth of so, and my focal length is this, and I put a polarizer on it, shaded myself away from the sun at 90 degrees, you'll be like, okay, you have done well, you can go. So you need to break it down. Understanding how to break down the conversation is key for you as an entrepreneur. Because the people you're selling to are not just the market, the audience, or your customers. You're selling to your team. If your team does not understand your vision goes nowhere. They have to be able to understand where you want them to go with you. So breaking down that vision and the idea is important even for your investors who wants to invest money in you. So you have to learn the language of communication as an entrepreneur. You can meet them here. It's part of what they do. Me, I'm just a photographer, what do I do? So that's number one. Number two is this. If you feel it is too hard for you to learn, and the ideas are so much that the Holy Spirit drops 500 terabytes of ideas upon you every morning and you have to sort through it till 11 p.m. Hire somebody who can understand your gibberish and then go and help you to tell other people the brilliant idea. So you have to pick that up. So hire someone, explain it to them, and let them be the person that will go and sell these ideas, so that you focus on being the creative that God has made you. That's that. How do I do creative blogs? There's nothing to be ashamed about. Creative blog is normal. In fact, I did a whole series session on creative blog. It's not that serious. When you have creative blog, go and see. That's what I do. I'll go and watch cartoon. I watch anime like anything. I watch in season 7. My dear anime people, well done. I love you all. Yeah. Thank you. If you watch anime, you cannot have problem with this life. You're not fit to play the economy. So when it gets to feel like that, I leave, I travel, I go to places where I'm not dealing with work. I go to places where I don't have to think about those things that got me into that space. If I cannot travel, I watch anime. In fact, my immediate go-to when I'm having blog is start watching cartoons or anime. That's for me. Some people watch films, some people listen to music. Find yours and do it. And another thing, listen, there's nothing wrong in having creative blog. It's not a sin. It is normal. And don't take it too hard. You see, all of these things that we created that we all done is part of life. Now, life is from where you were born. That's why I was always saying that I didn't get the places you were born. I'm like, oh God. So, your life itself and work, they go synonymous. But you cannot take work or your creative idea over life. It has to go hand in hand. There are points in life where you have what you call your lows. It's okay. And there are times you have your highs. It's okay. There are some shoots I do and I'm asking myself, who did this? Like, what were you thinking? How can you think that you did this and you have done the job? And I have times that, in fact, as I'm feeling like saying, this is what I do. This is everything. So it happens. So you just need to understand this and find a place of ease when you have creative work. So unwind and tell yourself it's going to be okay, and then you get back into team. For some people it takes time. In fact, we have creative blogs consistently. It is good for you to step back and refresh. Because if you don't do that, you might experience the extreme part of creative blog that you not be able to do anything for months. I've seen people who have experienced creative blog and for 6 months they can't create. 1 year, 2 years, they have to go away. So you have to help yourself by relaxing. Learn to relax more. Learn to associate with family. Unwind. Go outside. Go and laugh. Enjoy nature. Climb mountains. Jump. Clap. Tell your friends you care about them. Tell your family you love them. Spend more time with them. It's not just about you being creative that everybody thinks about. It's okay to relax. Thank you.
It's okay to relax. It will be the final piece of this panel session. Come on, let's celebrate them with a round of applause. Thank you, Mrs. Adefe, Mr. Paula Shalusi. Thank you, Dr. Nicholas. Can we celebrate them properly with a round of applause? ready to go. We'll take the pictures right now. Madam Convener, please kindly come forward. And then we'll take a quick picture with the students from the special school. Alright? They have requested that they want to snap with all of you because we heart you. Alright? Poor. Okay, Mr. DJ, it's your time. We will cut the cake to celebrate the second year anniversary of this particular summit. Then we'll conclude our class upstairs. Mr. Kola Shalisi is not in a hurry. Please, those who paid for that mentorship class, do not be in a hurry. Please, doctor, please do not go over take pictures with the special school. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me announce very quickly the class mentorship class we call our Shalisi for continuing after now. If you were not part of the class initially, don't make your way here. Just take your lunch, network, take 5 pictures, tag us on social media, alright? Let's take this picture. But those people who were part of the class, do not be in a hurry. There's a special gift and announcement for all those who are part of the class. And don't forget to follow us at Event Summit Event Export. Those two are those. Please ensure that you go follow it right now. The most important is Event Export. Please kindly follow on Instagram. Convene and show. And now people in front and to please very quickly, we have all adult members that are here. Can I have Adelodu Oluwa Shegun? Can you please come out? Olale Yoruatoyin, Fakayode Morolake. Can I have Ikamole Omotola? Can I also have Akiluyi Adegola come forward? Sotimu Folashayo, Florence Nachi, and Stephen Olajide. Please, everybody that I just mentioned their names, please come forward right now. Eunice Oke, Alao Babatunde Ayodele, please come forward right now. There's a waste to wealth stand outside, please. If we encourage everyone to please be a part of it. All the names I mentioned, please, can I have everybody come forward? These are members of the community or committee. Please, let's come up on stage. I didn't call us up to just take pictures. We'll cut the cake. Last year, we did pop the champagne. And this year, how it goes? Until I pop the champagne. Yes. So the convener is going to hold the champagne and we're going to pop it and it will pop. It must splash. Otherwise, show us spoil. Yes. Yes, our speakers, please. We're going to cut the cake right now. We're going to cut, I'm going to cut cake here. Let's cut the cake. Be careful. If you're familiar with the money, you will know it's a terrain. Where is the easy event? Wherever you are, please come. Couple, yes. Amen. Help us remove it. So this is what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. DJ that is scratching, please let's work together. We will cut the cake and we'll pop it, right? How we're going to do it. Very, very good. When I say it's event experts, I'll take it again. When I say A to Z, you say event experts. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? I said when I say A to Z, you say event experts, and we'll cut the cake. Are you ready now? No, I don't think you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? A to Z. Can I get one more time? A to Z. Yes, congratulations. We celebrate that. Pick it up and I say I'm not sure. You are not cut it, I mean. You have to cut it too. You say it. Thank you very much. You want to look at the last again? I'm going to pop the champagne right now. Well, I'm going to pop the champagne right now. Wait. I'm going to wait. Usually when they pop champagne, it's either the champagne pops before the music or the music pops before the champagne. But this one we must get it. I remember I was playing champagne and the DJ. We must get it. Are we ready to pop the champagne right now? By the way, Mr. DJ, bring it up. By the way, can we celebrate all the event-preneurs in Ekiti that have come for this event? Can we celebrate all of them? From bouncers to caterers to event planners to event owners, decorators, caterers, small chops makers, cocktail makers. I'm trying to remember everybody so they will not say why we were ahead if we didn't come. Everybody that is here. One more time. Can we celebrate them with a proper round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? We celebrate you. We thank you. We thank you so much for showing up and your solidarity and for your love. I am ready. Let's pop the champagne now. thank you, very brief. And then everybody, please, you advise. Yes, we want to advise that please, you take pictures and tag us. And I think it's important, maybe we should do a selfie challenge right now. Mr. DJ, work with me. Can we all take off our phones, our mobile phones? Can we all take out our mobile phones? Everybody, can we take out our mobile phones? Look at the verified person beside you and let's do a selfie. See all the phones that all members are bringing out. Don't be Samsung phones with that. And say that don't become rituals. Now, bring out all your phones, please. It's okay. Just bring out your phones. Don't be ashamed to bring out your phones. And do a selfie. Don't be ashamed. If you bring out a phone and your neighbor's own is stronger, hide your own and smile to your neighbor's own. That's all we can do. And smile. Please bring out the mobile phones and take a selfie. Do a video. Have you done that? Have we done that? And so go online, especially Instagram, and use our hashtag. Can we project the hashtag? Can we project the hashtag very quickly? Can we have that projected on the screen, the hashtag, so people can see it? The hashtag so people can see it. Technical crew. Our lunch is being served right now. We want to thank you. See the hashtag? Just 2 hashtags. Please post it. You can also tag us or collaborate with us. Those handles I mentioned. Alright? Entrepreneur Summit 2025. And you can use the hashtag is event. Chief Mrs. the one and only Shadi Boyin, please come forward for showcase your talent, but don't be mute. I don't do it. Appreciation. Everybody wants me to make it. Volunteers, you are not complaining I've been dancing like this alone, are we? All the volunteers. Oh, they're 7. Let's serve the lunch now. Volunteers, please can we serve the lunch while everybody's seated right now? If you have gained something today, if you have learned something today, if you have gotten a gift today, if you have seen something new or heard something new today, can you help me celebrate this great woman? Can you do that with a round of applause?
Who has made this day possible for us? I will glory to God of heaven and earth. When we started the journey, it was as if it would not be possible. But because in my Bible I found it in Jeremiah 32:27 that He is the God of all flesh. There is nothing impossible for Him to do. On this note, I want to again say thank you to everyone that attended this second edition of our summit. To our guest speaker, to my guest sister from Ibadan, thank you so much. We are highly honored to have you. Thank you so much. To my dear brother, Paul Shalis, to everyone that has made this summit very possible, I say very big thank you. To my dear doctor, I'm meeting you for the first time, but don't mind me, I will start following you. Anywhere you are going, I'm going. I want to learn from you. Thank you so much for the patience. Thank you so much for staying this far to the end of the program. I'm not taking this opportunity for granted. I know how busy you are, and I know you must have left so many things for you to stay up to this time. I appreciate you and honor you. Thank you so much. So my dear compass, have you been able to learn one or two things today? Are you sure? Okay. I will share my telephone number very soon. I would like a feedback from you. If you want us to continue doing this, I want to partner with NYSC. I want to partner with them, not that I'm expecting money from them, but I want it to be an annual thing. Anytime we are doing this summit, I want NYSC to send a final year, the compass on their numbers. Because today is not a day for me to tell you my story. You know where I'm coming from. If God has been able to take me this far, I believe no one can fail except to fail inward. I know the starting point in life is believing in yourself. And so many speakers have emphasized on this today that it is very important for us to believe in ourselves. I'm able to get to this height because I believe in God and I believe in myself. You might see me as a woman that I am this, but don't hear me. If I want to do something, the only thing I can be scared of is God. By the time I see a green light that I should move, I don't care. If I should tell you what I went through before this event could hold, I cannot explain. If I say I should start talking, from now to next year, I will not stop talking. But because I didn't give up, because I believe in my vision, because I'm looking at a better tomorrow, and because this vision is not about me making money. If it is about me making money, I can make a lot of money. But because the vision is bigger than me making money for now, and By the time you get money comes first, the vision is already dead. Anything you want to do, first thing is for you to believe in yourself. I don't know, maybe you listen to my program. I've been in public office for back-to-back like 12 years as a politician. But how did you use the politician that is talking that can still stand to take their bills? As soon as they leave office, first 2-3 years, they start saying, call me back. I am here as a testimonial that you can still leave public office and go into private sector and still make bills. I am telling you, my brand is just 6 years. And as you see me, I'm not a I have my vision and I pursue my vision without doing the right sector. So I am charging today, Compass, and everybody else. I'm charging you today, please. Face your vision. Anything you believe, please do it diligently. You can fail as many times. You see, if somebody says I should not do something, I will say, let me do it. If I feel somebody coming behind me, we go and think about it and want to know why I failed. And the next person coming behind me will not fail because I have already taken a step like attempting and failing. So it's better to take risk than not to take risk at all. The fear of failure is the beginning of So, in a nutshell, I want to say thank you to everyone that has attended this year. Please, I would mind maybe purple, where are you? I want you to share a Google link for us to have your feedback so that we can build on the feedback at the 10th edition. On this note, I say thank you to everybody, to our partners, post my event from Lagos, Odupeo, to the Grand Apartments. Thank you so much. To my tenants, Bosak, you were too quiet. Excuse me, entrepreneur to one thing. You see this area today? You see these people? They partner with government. If you have a business, they can give you loan. They are my tenants. Never to the radar, they refuse to give you. Come and meet me, I will talk to them. I invited them here, but they didn't come on site. So please, if you are an entrepreneur, for as much as you know what you want to use the money for as long as you have a referee and you have a place where they can trace you, I'm sure if you need money to finance your business, they are always there to do safe. On this note, I say thank you to my children. I love you dearly. I appreciate your coordinators. I say thank you to you. I love you. I will not be back from you.
Big Bear Veggie was on G. Oh, I know. He was on G.
I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for the team. For the planning team. Thank you so much. KS. Amala Williams. Thank you. Easy. Mama Damlek, everybody. I say thank you, thank you so much. Principal Foundation, thank you so much. I appreciate you. To Dynamics Publisher, thank you so much. To everybody, please accept my appreciation. Thank you so much.
All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the A to Z Summit for the year 2025. If you learned something, get something. One more time, can we do a proper round of applause? Thank you to all our speakers. Thank you to all the students, all the core members. Thank you to those who are working class who came here. And we do all of that. It's been an amazing time. We celebrate you. Till next year, when we'll be seeing you again. My name
serving with you. Please, all VIPs, all our guests, please go upstairs for your lunch. All our speakers, please go.